to the homecoming court. What high school did you go to? Okay, their game's coming up. Who's it? Red Lion?
2 weeks. Southwestern at Red Lion.
Cornfield.
Cornfield. Historic Cornfield. Okay, Jim, we will be going in 10.
Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Henry has it, turns the corner, he's inside the 5, he's at the goal line, he's into the end zone. Andrew Henry, 7-yard touchdown run, would not be denied.
High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports, and bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night.
Campbell to throw, fires it, he has Terry Canes. Canes is into the backfield at the 20, tripped up at the 15, still going, he's into the end zone.
Now let's head out to the stadium. With the call of tonight's game, here's Ron Ruman.
And good evening and welcome to Week 4 of the 2015 York Adams League High School Football season on a beautiful Friday night under the lights for high school football. We are live at York Catholic with the Irish Band performing on the field as the Irish entertain the Squires of Delone Catholic. This is Ron Ruman along with my partner Gareth Hissong. And Gareth, is a great night for high school football and traditional rivalry. I'm sure you played in some of these York Catholic Delone games in your day, and I think these longtime rivals gets them a little extra fired up.
Always a fun atmosphere when you get this matchup, and crank it up a level tonight because it's homecoming for the Irish, and if they're successful, we'll see that jig at the homecoming dance.
Absolutely. The Irish need a win. They are 0-3. The Squires are 1-2. But tonight starts division play, so in some ways you can say this is a new season.
Yeah, both these teams trying to come and really find their identity. A lot of teams know their identity by the fourth game of the season, but with these teams playing some powerhouse teams, Delone Catholic faced a Tennessee powerhouse in Union City last week. That team is back-to-back single-A state champs, #1 single-A team from Tennessee, and York Catholic playing teams with the likes of Berks Catholic. So they played powerhouse non-conference schedules. Tonight they get to see what it's like in their division and really start to find their identity and set the tone for the rest of the season.
All right, this is the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine and the Flying Feet pregame show here on Sports Radio 1350 in Game Time PA as the Irish Band plays. We are going to take a break, and we come back. Gareth talks with the head coaches on the Media One Coaches interviews after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
You're running cross-country. No one understands how they keep score. Your friends and family don't understand why you do it, but you understand how it makes you feel. So does Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes has been supplying running shoes and apparel to Central PA's best since 1975. Their staff is made up of runners and coaches who understand your pleasures and your pains. If it's running or cross-country related, Flying Feet knows about it. And with the area's best selection of running shoes, running spikes, and running apparel, there's no good reason to shop anywhere else. Worried about prices? Didn't you hear? Flying Feet is a specialty athletic store without specialty store prices. Come see their selection of the best running shoes and spikes for men, women, and children. No matter what what your size, your width, or your ability level, Flying Feet has a full line of running apparel and accessories. So run, don't walk, and talk running with a staff who knows. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the GameTime features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
So, you're dialing an 800 number to see if you can save money on car insurance. That's fine, but try asking where you're calling.
So anyway, where am I calling?
San Antonio, Texas. Bahama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Why not call your local neighborhood Donegal agent instead? Donegal's auto insurance rates are routinely among the lowest in the state. And with Donegal, safe drivers save even more. Plus, by working with a local independent insurance agent, you get professional advice from someone you may already know. Save money on your auto insurance through your local Donegal agent. Donegal Mutual Insurance, there when it matters most. As an independent agent, Harry L. Bubb Associates is dedicated to helping you through every step of the insurance process. Bubb Insurance is conveniently located in Hanover, Shrewsbury, and Red Lion. Call or visit Harry L. Bubb Associates today.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our Flying Feet pregame show. Tonight's contest, we have Delone Catholic visiting York Catholic. Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. Joining me now is head coach of York Catholic, Coach Eric Depew. Coach, how you feeling tonight?
Good, real good. It feels like a nice, cool night, a good night for football.
Yeah, it finally feels like fall for once. Your team's adjusting to new leaders on offense after the graduation of Akeem Kennard and Quashawn Grooms and other guys who took you to 2 straight district title games. How would you assess that transition so far?
It's going good. I mean, like I said, we struggled a little bit with some a little bit beefier non-league schedule. But I mean, Dan, took over the quarterback spot. Ukemic, he was a starter as a freshman for us, a receiver, inside linebacker, so he does have that varsity experience. The downfall is he didn't get a lot of snaps. Bahoff as a receiver, he got, he was in and out last year. We returned some guys up front that has some experience. So, but you lose Keem, Quashawn, some of the young men we had. It can be difficult.
Speaking of quarterback Daniel Kemick, right now he's only throwing for about 65 yards a game. I've been watching him for the last couple of years. He's an exciting football player. Would you like to see him with more of an air attack tonight, or will we see any planned runs?
I like to see him just come out of the shell. I like to see him just step up and take control of the offense. And we know he's, like I said, he's an athlete. He played linebacker for us as a freshman. He was a wide receiver for us. We know he can make plays. I think it's about him just getting comfortable in the quarterback spot and just coming out and making some things happen.
On the ground, you're getting about twice as many yards as through the air. Are you pleased with your running game?
Yeah, I'm pleased with it. I mean, that's what we want to do is establish the run. I think Jakar is starting to get his feet for him, and the line's starting to get a little more physical. We were excited coming in this season because we were big, and like I said, we had some experience up front. But I mean, that's always our main goal is to run the football.
Delone is also leaning on the run, gaining 6 yards a carry and 215 yards a game as opposed to 68 passing. What do you need to do defensively tonight to be successful?
Dorsey. I mean, he's a great athlete, a great runner, great vision. It's going to be a tough task for us, but when you have a guy like that, you want to definitely run the ball, and we just got to get 11 guys to the ball, tackle, and just put them behind the chains. And then they can throw too. I mean, they're not a bad throwing team if they have to. I mean, it's going to be a difficult task. I mean, they can do a lot of things.
Coach, I appreciate your time and good luck tonight on homecoming night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. We'll be back for more pregame coverage after this.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus.
Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the GameTime features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Your downtown York Service Center is Guerreri Motors. They specialize in state safety and emissions inspections. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerreri Motors, your downtown York Service Center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York Service Center, Guerreri Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
Keep up to date on Penn State football throughout the season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I'm Ron Ruman, and I've been covering the Nittany Lions since the 70s. Tune in weekdays all season long to get the latest from Coach James Franklin and the players. Penn State updates are brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, Nels, Sobels, Wetzel's, and New Oxford, Penn State York, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. Stay up to date on Penn State on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage. Tonight's contest, Delone Catholic visiting York Catholic. Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. Joining me now is first-year head coach of Delone Catholic, Coach Corey Zortman. Coach, how you feeling tonight?
Really good. How are you?
Wonderful, thanks. Your team has to rebound from a tough loss to a state powerhouse from Tennessee in Union City last week. How was the team in practice this week and their demeanor?
Our demeanor's been real good. I mean, when you go against a team like that, you always try to look for some positives, and we had some positives. We tried not to look at the score, and we tried to break the game down in the three phases, and we had some nice things happen to us. So overall, it was a positive experience, and looking forward to starting the league off tonight.
You've been moving the ball on the ground. Will you emphasize the run game against the Irish tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's been our MO for years. So, I mean, we're not going to stray away from it. We have a nice slew of backs that I think can run the ball. We have and I feel our strength is our offensive line, mostly juniors, but they're a good group. So, feel we can, emphasize the run.
York Catholic's two big playmakers from the last 2 years, quarterback Hakeem Kennard and receiver Krishan Grooms, are gone. But what do you need to do to prepare as far as the Irish offense goes tonight?
Don't give up the big play. That's been our Achilles heel so far this season, giving up the big play in the passing game and special teams. So if we need to make them work for everything that they get. Don't give up the home run, and I think we'll be okay as long as we keep everything in front of us.
This is the start of division play. Does that kick up the intensity level?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you always set team goals coming into the season, and obviously, like anyone else, our goal is to, try to have a chance to win the league championship, and play some meaningful games at the end of the season. So, you don't get any second chances when it comes to league games. So, you got to take each one with the utmost importance.
Coach, it's been great catching up with you. Good luck in upsetting Irish homecoming tonight. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. We'll be back for more pregame coverage after this.
Is an active member of the varsity club, ping pong club, homecoming committee.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or our new location, 1399 South Queen Street at 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Frustrated with the returns or the lack thereof in the stock market? Are you tired of giving back the returns you do make whenever there's a downturn? Would you like to keep the returns you make and have them locked in annually? Learn more about protecting your retirement and investment dollars. Call Tom Dasher Investment Services, 717-246-3879 or 717-487-2096. If your mutual funds are underperforming or your CDs aren't returning what you'd like, contact Tom Dasher Investment Services, 246-3879 or 487-2096.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4-SHIPLEY. Don't forget to ask about a $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
There's only one place for local high school sports, Sports Radio 1350.
And we are back here at York Catholic High School. Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine and the Flying Feet pregame show. Time now for our look around the league, brought to you by Hunters Hill Ortho. And even though Gareth got the Irish all fired up here with the comment about upsetting the homecoming, as the homecoming course being announced here, but it's all right. All right.
Time to get tuned up.
I know. All right, some other games tonight. Central at hosting Northeastern. The Panthers 1-2. Two bad losses the last 2 weeks. Northeastern Bobcats still unbeaten.
Yeah, this is the kind of ball game that's for bragging rights. These schools are only 5 miles apart from each other, right across Cadorus Creek. And here's a cool story about this one you don't hear a lot in high school. Central's former quarterback, Shannon Valenti, is now the quarterback for Northeastern.
Wow.
So that gives them a little bit more flash. Another playmaker on their squad. Going to be a tough game for Central.
It is. Southwestern Mustangs rebounded from their loss to Cedar Cliff, got a win over Carlisle last week. They are on the road at the 1-2 New Oxford Colonials.
Mustangs need to limit mistakes, limit turnovers, and they should come out on top as they have a nice offense.
The Dover Eagles have lost 2 in a row. They're on the road at the 1-2 Gettysburg Warriors.
Eagles need to put up points in this game. They score, get on the board 21 points at least, they'll win.
All right. Spring Grove, the team we had the tough loss to Suburban last week, they're now 1-2. They are at Dallastown. The Wildcats unbeaten at 3-0.
If Dallastown, who has a good defense, can stop running back Nick Erickson for the Rockets, he's got 52 carries, 311 yards this year. If he gets stuffed at the line, Dallastown come out on top.
All right, the West York Bulldogs still looking for their first win. They're at Eastern. The Golden Knights trying to rebound from a loss, their first of the season last week to Hanover.
Golden Knights need to find their offense. And with the possibility of the Bulldogs missing playmaker Terrence Cadence tonight, Golden Knights have a chance.
York High Bearcats 0-3 right now. They're on the road at Red Lion. The Lions are 2-1.
Bearcats will have to face 2 tough rushers. Alex Coe, 303 yards and 3 touchdowns this year. Dylan Guerreri, 266 yards and 1 touchdown. Tall task for the Bearcats.
All right, and the York Suburban Trojans, off their first win last week, we had it for you over Spring Grove. They're on the road at the 1-2 Kennerdale Rams.
I think last week the Trojans really found themselves, and they were spreading the ball out, throwing it on the perimeter. They looked good in the last 3 quarters of that game last week. And if they keep that identity, watch out, Kennerdale.
All right, that's our look around the league, brought to you by Hunters Hill Ortho as we get ready for Delone Catholic at York Catholic here on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com. Take a break and back with our starting lineups, courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent here on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
If you've ever been charged with a crime, you know it can be a frightening and stressful time. You have a right to legal representation, which is crucial to assisting you through this difficult time. Criminal charges often carry consequences beyond fines, and often charges such as a DUI can have an impact on your driver's license, employment, and automobile insurance. The law offices of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon, and Calkins can help you in these matters. We have experienced attorneys who primarily focus on these areas and are prepared to represent your interests in a diligent and vigorous manner to achieve the best possible result for you and protect your rights under the U.S. Constitution. Our experience, skills, and candid advice will guide you through this process and help you obtain the best result under the particular circumstances of a case. Call us today at 757-7602 for a free consultation or visit us at our website at gslsc.com. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon, and Calkins, 110 South Northern Way, York, Pennsylvania. Attorneys licensed in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Broadway Transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man. I know they help me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA-approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection and personal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in order, first in sports.
And back at York Catholic, Ron Ruben, Gareth Hissong with you in the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, our Flying Feet pregame show. The Irish get ready to host the Squires of Delone Catholic. Time now for our starting lineups, courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. First, the visitors from Delone.
At quarterback, a junior, 6 foot, 165-pound, number 12, Brian Schermeyer. At fullback, junior, number 24, Sean Sneeringer. At running back, you'll hear his name a lot. He's electric at running back, number 21, Tavion Dorsey. At split end, number 17, Larry Leffler, the third. At split end, number 84, Brandon Zumbrum. At tight end, number 81, Brady Rapansky. At center, number 64, Derek Smith. At guard, number 71, Bryce Perkins. At guard, number 75, Chase Kent. Your tackles, number 78, Damian Rodriguez. And number 73, Wade Nieder.
And for the homestanding Fighting Irish of York Catholic.
One of my favorite football players, physical guy, number 11. At quarterback, Dan Yokemic. At fullback, number 32, Sean Lamont. At running back, number 2, Jakar Kennard. At wide receiver, number 17, Brandon Creasher. Wide receiver, number 15, Joe Bahoff. At tight end, number 5, another good player, Luke Brennan. At tackle, number 55, Nick Castellanos. At tackle, number 58, Ryan Ratchford. Guard, number 56, Colson Lash. Number 78, Matt Nauer. At center, the anchor of this offensive line, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, number 61, Joe Heldrick.
And those starting lineups courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. As we get ready for York Catholic and Delone Catholic, take a break, come back with our weather and field conditions and keys to the game after this on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350.
Beer and Soda Mart is your home for a wide variety of soda and snacks. Now under new ownership, Beer and Soda Mart is owned and operated by Daniel and Laura Curie and has a friendly and knowledgeable staff there to assist you. Also your one-stop shop for lottery tickets and gift cards. Be sure to like us on Facebook for specials and monthly giveaways. Stop by Beer and Soda Mart or call us at 246-2944. Beer and Soda Mart, just off Route 74 in the Dairyland Square Shopping Center in Redline.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iacono's. They'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right. Iacono's is the place to get it done. Iacono's, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258. If you're a high school junior or senior or adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss the Penn State York Open House, October 24th, 9 to 2 at the Pullo Center. Learn about the admissions process, financial aid options, meet faculty and students, and tour the campus. Explore our 10 four-year degree programs offered at York, including new BS in Biology and BA and BS in Psychology, and learn about Penn State's 2+2 program. Start at York and finish your degree at another Penn State campus. Call 771-4040 or register online at york.psu.edu/open house. Going to the dentist has never been on people's favorite things to do list. That's why Dr. Anthony Lupinetti goes out of his way to assure you and your family that we're a little different. Using the latest technology, Dr. Lupinetti is able to let you sit in luxury and comfort while he keeps your teeth and gums healthy. Welcome our new associate, Dr. Matt Green, a York Catholic grad. Open daily Monday through Friday. For an appointment, call 854-3310. For more info, visit springwooddental.com. Dr. Anthony Lupinetti, 2084 Springwood Road, York.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And back at York Catholic, Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you on the WellSpan Sports Medicine High School Football Game of the Week. The Squires of Delone Catholic, the Fighting Irish of York Catholic. Beautiful night, 70 degrees, cloudy skies with no rain. You were down in the field. Gareth, how's the field condition?
Majority of the field is very well groomed. However, they had an incident with the automatic sprinkler system, fell on its side, and you see a streak here between the hash and the numbers on the near side from where we sit. Shouldn't be an issue. These guys pick up their feet. They'll be all right.
Okay. Keys to the game now brought to you by Unique Physique. What do you see are the keys for the Squires Delone Catholic rebounding from the big loss to Union City, Tennessee?
I'm sure they're anxious to get back into another game after taking a thrashing 56-0 loss. With this York Catholic offense, they've got playmakers, and they're going to try to get some big plays out of those playmakers. So the Squires have to be shored up in the secondary, put pressure, get penetration into the backfield, and not give up the big plays.
How about for the Fighting Irish of York Catholic, still looking for that first W of 2015?
If they can stop the 6'1", 175-pound senior running back, Tavion Dorsey, they'll have a good chance of coming out of here with a win.
All right, and both teams, as we mentioned in the pregame run, rely heavily on the run. And you have the winners of the King and Queen tonight, homecoming for the Fighting Irish.
I do, and I believe they have the honors of doing the river dance at the homecoming dance. And the senior homecoming king, Sam Lake, and the senior homecoming queen, the beautiful Dominika Schellenberger. Congratulations to those two.
Absolutely, and it's always fun when you have homecoming here and a rivalry game and a beautiful night. You know, this is why they play high school football on Friday nights like this. So should be a good one, and we're glad you're with us here on Sports Radio 1350. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, start your sports weekend with the coach, Wayne McCullough, on Central PA Game Day, 9 to 11, back to 2 hours now. And Wayne will wrap up all of tonight's action and get you set for your sports weekend on Central PA Game Day. Next week, I kept telling you last week it was going to be this week, but it will be next week. We'll be at Dover, Eastern at Dover, so make sure you join us for that one. This is the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine and the Flying Feet pregame show. Take a break, and we'll come back with the Fast Signs opening kickoff and our Dasher Financial first quarter after this timeout, brought to you by your neighborhood family markets here on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Sauble, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stafford's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained with John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And welcome back to York Catholic. Ron Ruman and Gareth Hissong with you. The Irish and the Squires have taken the field. We're just about ready for our fast signs. Opening kickoff for week number 4. And right now we'll have our national anthem by the Fighting Irish Band.
Standing thereafter for the singing of the York Catholic alma mater. Now your York Catholic alma mater.
Love of friend and foe. Keep us loyal to thy love and true to heaven's plea. Proudly we raise on high the gold and green. Never will fail the alma mater, mother true. Faithfully we'll strive to prove loyalty to you. High ideals will keep before a steadfast and serene. True life will conquer 'neath the gold and green.
And we are back here at York Catholic. Ron Ruman, Gareth Hissong with you, ready for the Fast Signs opening kickoff and the National Financial first quarter here on week 4 of high school football. And
Gareth Hissong and Ron Ruman.
The
from WOYK 1350
and thank the Irish for welcoming us here tonight. Beautiful night to be here. And Gareth,
very accommodating crew up here. Even I'm a Delone grad.
I know,
and they
amazed. They
even surprised me with a meatball sub before the game.
I was very impressed.
Should have had someone taste that first.
Yeah, so it didn't last long on your plate, though. I noticed that. So, well, again, the both these teams in need of a win. Division play starts tonight. The Irish 0-3, the Squires 1-2, and both these teams capable, Gareth, of hitting the big play. Tavian Dorsey can do it for Delone, and Jakar Kennard back after missing last week for the Irish. Each of those guys, you give them a crack, and they can take off.
You're absolutely right. And I think the key to this game is going to be the size up front. The advantage goes to the Squires. And I think you're going to see them wear out this York Catholic team up front. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be close. And the Irish certainly have the playmakers to make up for that size. So it's going to be an interesting ball game.
Irish will be receiving the opening kick, and they are missing one of their key guys on the line, Adam Bittner, who as a sophomore, you may recall last year in the district playoff game we did here against Steel High, had a great game. We interviewed him after that game, and unfortunately he apparently, as we're told, tore an ACL, so he is, I'm sure, out for the year. And Adam was a real key guy, had a lot of spunk, 5'11", 225, and a guy I'm sure they'll miss on that line.
He was a key blocker for that offensive line, but where they'll really miss him is on the defensive line. He was extremely disruptive and spent the entire ball game in the offense's backfield when he was on defense. He was fun to watch and a young guy, and he'll be missed today.
Yep. Our Fast Signs kickoff coming now, and Brandon Hall will boot it for the Squires. Brandon Kreischer and Joe Bahoff are deep for the Irish, standing about their own 8 or 9 yard line. And maybe it's not going to be Brandon Hall. They say no, it's going to be Nathan West. All right, Nathan West kicking off for the Squires. And we are ready with our Fast Signs opening kick for week 4, and we are underway. And it's a short kick, going to be fielded away one of the up men at about the 27-yard line, and goes down with it there for the Irish. Making the reception was Paul Dick, and the Irish will start 1st and 10 at their own. See where they make it, where they mark this thing. It's going to be at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Irish.
Usually you only see that in baseball where you got 2 guys calling for the pop fly and run into each other, but that time Paul Dick, excited to get his hands on the ball and try to make something happen. He should have given it up and allowed Andrew Paulson to come in and catch it from a better angle.
Irish come out with 2 wide receivers to the near side, and this tight end Brennan split to the top, and the shotgun for Yochemic. He's got Kennard in the backfield with him. Takes the snap and gives it to Kennard, who's hit in the backfield and is going to go down back there. A lot of penetration, and Zachary Hart, 5'11", 165-pound junior linebacker, making the stop. And he is dropped back at about the 22, loss of 4, and it's going to be 2nd down and 14 from there.
Great explosion off the snap. Defensive tackle number 73, Wade Nieder, in the backfield.
2nd down, Yochemic pitches it to Kennard looking for the corner, gets a good block from Kreischer, and breaks a tackle. He's in the open at the 40. He may go. He is being chased. He's inside the 40, the 30. They dive. They're not going to get him. And Jakar Kennard is into the end zone. I see no yellow laundry on the field. And Jakar Kennard with a great crackback block from his little wide receiver, Brandon Kreischer, goes 78 yards. And the Irish lead at 6-0 with 11:14 left in the Dasher Financial first.
Big plays are exactly what head coach Corey Zortman wanted to stay away from. Second play of the ball game, and they give up a 78-yard touchdown strike from an exciting Jakar Kennard.
Well, we said it, though. He's one of those guys. Anytime he touches it, and he got the corner there, and that was all she wrote. Brennan for the PAT. It is up. It is through. It is good. Hey, all of 46 seconds in, the Irish take a 7-0 lead. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood Family Markets. We'll be back after this message on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Fink's Garage, we're a little bit different. Our philosophy is just a little old-fashioned. See, we believe that our jobs are dependent upon taking care of people and their car problems. It's not all about cars and numbers. How may we serve you? Please allow us the opportunity to repair your vehicle. Fink's Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center, 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back here at York Catholic. Ron Ruman and Gareth Hissong with you, getting ready for the Fast Signs kickoff after the lightning strikes for the Irish here on Homecoming. Let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
That wasn't just luck for the Irish. That was Jakar Kennard, an exciting football player. Takes after his brother Hakeem, who graduated last year and was a quarterback here.
St. Francis this year.
2 plays. 78 yards and just 46 seconds into the ball game. York Catholic takes an early lead, 7, Delone Catholic 0.
All right, and so the Irish will have our Fast Signs kickoff now. Luke Brennan will boot it, And Tavian Dorsey, another guy who can take off and run, stands at the goal line awaiting this kick. Brennan, starting tight end and linebacker, approaches it, puts the foot to it, and is a high, deep kick. Dorsey settles under it at the 3. Up the far hash he goes, makes one move, gets one guy to miss, and another guy to miss, cuts back, and he's going to be hemmed in, though, about the 17 or 18-yard line. Good defense by the Irish. Jake Hamilton, Ryan Sewell down there on the stop, and the Squires are going to go from
Ryan Sewell, the Fighting Irish.
The 19-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 19 for the Squires. So we'll see, Gareth, if they can answer.
You see it the first time he touches the ball. Dorsey's an exciting player, breaking 3 tackles before they bring him down. You got to wrap him up.
Backs are split behind quarterback Brian Schermeyer under center. Single wide receiver, Leffler to the top of the formation. They give it off to Zachary Hart, running left, cuts back, has a little running room, and fights his way out to the 25-yard line. Sean Lamont on the stop. And it's going to be a gain of 6 after the 25. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from there.
Zach Hart is certainly a serviceable running back. 4th on the list in carries. 15 carries coming in this game, 112 yards and 1 touchdown. Squires like to divvy it around multiple guys in the backfield.
2nd down, 4 from the 26 now. Schermeyer again under center. Single back is Sean Sneeringer. Puts Dorsey in motion. They pitch it to Dorsey. See if he can get the corner, but the Irish cut it off. Nice play. And your buddy Daniel Kemick firing through. Got the ankle tackle, wraps him up, and drops him for a 2-yard loss, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Daniel Kemick comes in at 6'1", which I think is false. He's shorter than that. 185 pounds. He's lighter than that. But he plays as big as he's listed. He's a fun football player to watch. He's physical. We'll hear his name a lot tonight.
Whatever he is, he was big enough on that play, that's for sure. And so on that
he's
loss,
the kind of guy, if you're a lineman, you have to identify where he is on the field and get a hat on him.
3rd down and 6 now. Schermeyer again under center, backs in the eye. 2 wide receivers, top of the formation. Plays fake, fires it out in the flat, and overshot Alec Maitland out there. Good coverage by Kreischer. So it's incomplete. It will be 4th down, and that will bring up a Fink's Garage punt.
Brian Schermeyer, happy feet on that, though. He's got to tie his feet to his eyes, calm it down, set his feet, and make a nice throw. That time, an errant pass, incomplete, and we got a punt coming from the Squires.
Quarterback Schermeyer is their punter, so you always have to be alert for a fake, but I don't doubt they're going to try that down early here and back at their own 22-yard line. Luke Bahoff is deep for the Irish, standing just on his side of the 50. The Irish looking to get good field position. Snap is good, and Schermeyer gets it off. It's a end-over-end kick heading for the sidelines. Hits right at the 50, takes a good Squire bounce, and will be down at the 40. So the Irish will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40. 9:30 remaining here in the Dasher Financial first quarter, and York Catholic up 7-0.
Lightning quick strike, all because of missed tackles. They had Kennard bottled up on that last possession. Missed a couple tackles. He did a great job keeping his balance. Off he goes for a 78-yard scamper. York Catholic, 2nd possession, they're already up 7-zip.
Wide receiver each way, Bahoff and Kreischer. And the single back is Kennard. Now they shift their double tight ends. Tight end Brennan and the slot man Lamont to the other side. And they get it to Kennard, running the sweep on the other side, and he's got a 1st down. Crosses midfield to the 49-yard line, and that's going to be an 11-yard gain. The tackle was made out there by Chase Kent, the defensive tackle who ran him down, but it's a gain of 11. And a 1st and 10 for the Fighting Irish into Squire territory at the 49.
What do I say week in and week out on those defensive edges? Got to set the edge.
Set the edge.
Contain wide open space on the perimeter on that play.
Again, 1 wide receiver each way. Lamont in the slot now. He switches to this side along with Brennan to the near side here. And they pitch it to Kennard, coming to sweep the other side. And he gets the corner at the 45-yard line. This time they hold him to a 4-yard gain. He's hit there by Dorsey, Ryan Hart, and Zachary Hart. It's a gain of 4, and it's going to be 2nd down and 6.
Gotta like what you're seeing from this York Catholic offense. Great job blocking out on the perimeter. And you got Kennard running wild so far. 2nd and 6.
2 eyes to the top of the formation now. And they mark it at the 46, so it's a gain of 3. On second down, they give it to Dorsey. This time, straight ahead, big hole on the left side. Makes a cut, gets one man to miss it. He is down to the 30-yard line before they finally corral him. So he picks up 17 on that play, and it is another first down for the Irish. And right now, they got to give it not only to Kennard, but to that offensive line of the Irish.
That's right. Open up the floodgates. Great vision right there by Kennard to see the cutback lane.
Irish line up quickly here out of the shotgun, and they head to the fullback Lamont this time. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and dropped for a yard loss. Good play that time by Zachary Hart, who came through from his linebacker spot and dropped Lamont for a yard loss. It'll be second down and 11.
York Catholic with 2 backs.
So again, out of the shotgun goes Yokemik, hands to the deep back, Kennard. Kennard hit in the backfield and slipped through the first guy, but not the second when he goes down right about the line of scrimmage. And the first guy making the stop that time was Brady Brapaski, and they drop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain, so it's going to be third down and about 11 for the Irish at the Squires 31-yard line.
Squires doing a good job getting upfield when the ball's run right at him.
And Yokemik drops to pass. Little screen set up to Bahoff, little flanker screen, and he gets only down to about the 26-yard line as big old Wade Niederer, 6 foot, 260-pound junior defensive tackle, able to make the play. It's a gain of 5 down to the 26, and it's going to be fourth down and about 6 from there. And looks like the Irish may go here at the Squire 26-yard line.
Great job right there by linebacker Noah Kans, number 89. Turning the receiver back inside to where the help will come from the defense.
So the Irish will go on 4th and 6 at the Squire 26-yard line. 6:47 left in the Dasher Financial First, but going to have a timeout taken by York Catholic First to talk it over here and make sure they have the play they want here on 4th down. But an impressive opening here, Gareth, for the Fighting Irish offense.
It is, and fast-paced. They've just been not huddling up. They just get back to the ball, keep the Squires on their heels, and like I mentioned before, the Squires doing a great job. When the Irish run right at them, downhill, Squires doing a good job, bow up front. But when they get those guys running side to side, there's been a lot of space on that perimeter for Kennard to get loose.
Bahoff making his 6th catch of the season, came in with 5 catches for 66 yards. Excuse me, picked up 5 on that one. Excuse me, here on homecoming at York Catholic. So big play for the Squires defense now, Gareth. If they can hold here, they'll get the ball back for their offense, still down just 1 score.
Big 4th down play for both these squads. If the Irish can get a first down and score, watch out, Catholic.
Yokemik out of the gun, 4 wides, drops to throw, fires it toward the end zone for Brennan, and he brings it in. Got behind the defense of Ryan Hart. No, that's Bahoff. That is Joe Bahoff. He hauls in the 26-yard touchdown pass. Perfect strike from Yokemik. The Irish lead at 13-zip with 6:37 left here in the Dasher Financial first quarter.
I wasn't sure how Daniel Kemick would settle in and play at quarterback. I know he's a physical football player, but does he have the touch to throw the ball downfield? And right there, he lays it in. Nice throw and catch. So Kemick to Bahoff.
Brennan on for the PAT, and it is up, and it is through. 6:37 remaining in the Dasher Financial first. The Irish go up 14-0 over Delone Catholic. This time out courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Sauble, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back here at York Catholic. Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you. The Irish up 14-0. 6:37 still left in the Dasher Financial first quarter. Got a Fast Signs kick coming for you. And then we'll get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. But Brennan will boot it deep again to Tavian Dorsey. We'll stand at about his 2-yard line. So Bahoff with 2 receptions on that drive for 31 yards. And the score, and Brennan now to boot it. And what's so far a happy homecoming night here for the York Catholic Fighting Irish. And Brennan puts the foot, a good high, deep kick. Dorsey will take it at the 2, drops it, picks it up. It's at the 5 now, at the 10. Straight up the field, but not too much there. Fights his way out to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 there. The host of green shirts bring him down there. And the initial hit there for the Irish was made by Colson Lash. All right, our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
2 quick strikes on their 2 first possessions for the York Catholic Irish. That last possession going 7 plays, 60 yards in 2 minutes, 53 seconds. Capped off with a nice touch pass. Quarterback Daniel Kemick connects with Joe Baha for a 26-yard touchdown pass. 14-0 York Catholic.
Schermeyer under center. Puts Leffler in motion. They pitch it to Dorsey looking for the corner, but he's hit right at the line and dropped. Good defensive play by Brandon Kreischer. Just a little guy there coming through from the linebacker. 5'5", $145 he is listed at, but he gets through there and drops Dorsey for a 1-yard loss at the 20. It'll be 2nd down and 11 from there.
Head coach Corey Zortman wanted to avoid the big plays from York Catholic. Already 2 big plays for the Irish offense and 2 touchdowns, but the best defense for this Squire team will be a good offense if they can hold on to the ball. Last time going 3 and out.
Backs in the eye behind Schermeyer, and Zumbrum split to the near side. Schermeyer drops the throw. He's in trouble. He unloads it at the last minute, and he found Sean Sneeringer and Eric Depew screaming he was out of bounds, but the official ruling the catch was made out about the 24-yard line, and it's, see where they mark this. They mark it at the 24. Gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7 from there.
That was a close call. We couldn't see the sideline from where we are because of the bench of York Catholic, but Sean Sneeringer trying out for the circus with the juggling act, able to haul it in.
So 3rd down and about 7 now for the Squires, and Schermeyer will work from the shotgun, but we had movement that time by one of the offensive linemen for the Squires. That'll move them back 5, and it'll get it back to the 18-yard line. From there, it's going to be 3rd and 12 now for Delone, so things not going well for the Squires here early on tonight.
That's your junior, 6 foot, 260-pound Wade Niederer. Talked about him on defense. He's got to shore it up, no mental mistakes.
3rd and 12 now for the Squires. Schermeyer takes the snap, drops the throw, has some time now running out of it, being chased by Ratchford, gets it off to Sneeringer. Sneeringer at the 20, and guy has him by the shirt tail and will stack him up right at the 25-yard line. So they gained 7, but they needed 12. It's going to be 4th down and 5 now for the Squires of Delone, and most likely going to be a Finks Garage punt.
And a long 6.
Not what you want. Back-to-back 3 and outs for this Squire offense, and good job getting a chunk of yards back there, but giving this ball back to the Irish is dangerous. They score again, the wheels might come off.
They might. 5:05 left still in the Dasher Financial first. 14-0 York Catholic already, and Schermeyer drops for the Finks Garage punt. Takes the snap at about the 12, steps forward, boots it at the 15. High, fairly short kick, and goes out of bounds just into Irish territory. In fact, they're going to mark it right at midfield. So York Catholic will take it 1st and 10 at midfield here, already leading by a score of 14-0. A long touchdown run by Jakar Kennard, and the beautiful touchdown pass from Dan Yokemic to Joe Baha.
Cheerleaders tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Squires really need something to go their way at this point. When your offense is struggling and can't get anything going, you really look to your defense to try to get a turnover or a big stop, try to get you good field position, help you out in some way.
1st and 10 right at midfield, and Yokemic will go from the gun now. He's got Lamont in front of Kennard, and they hand it off to Kennard straight up the gut, and nothing doing there. He is met right at the line of scrimmage and shoved backward. No gain. Bryce Perkins, a 6'2", 250-pound junior defensive end, making the stop. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Good job again by the Squire front, playing tough between the tackles. Just got to shore up this defense on the perimeter.
2nd and 10 from midfield. Yokemic out of the gun, looks to throw, rolling to his left now. Has time, now being pressured. He's going to tuck it and run at midfield and fights his way down to about the 47, 46-yard line of Delone. And Zachary Hart on the stop there along with Damian Rodriguez. Gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 now from the Squires' 46-yard line.
Got down on the play by number 74.
Good coverage
Damian Rodriguez.
by the Squires secondary. Yokemic didn't find anything he likes. It's a big 3rd down for the Squires. They got to get off the field and get some momentum.
Yokemic will work from the gun. He's got Lamont in the backfield with him. He has 4 wide receivers now, 3 up top, 1 to the near side. Takes the snap, drops to throw. Pressure comes. He steps up away from it, but he's hit and sacked. And Wade Nieder, the big 260-pound junior defensive tackle, will get the sack back at the 48-yard line. So it's a loss of 6. Good penetration that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down and a Finks Garage punt for the Irish.
That's exactly the type of play Squires needed to get some momentum back. Let's see what they can do on this return, as we got an explosive guy in Tavian Dorsey back to return. I don't like how he carries the ball. He leaves it out like a loaf of bread. He better sure up and make sure he has good ball security.
Luke Brennan on a fake. He's going to run. He's running to the far side. Now he's going to kick it. There's a flag in the Irish backfield, kind of the old rugby-style kick. It's at the 22, takes an Irish bounce inside the 20 down to about the 16. We may have a hold on the Irish in the backfield, and that's what it is, so that's going to move them back. They'll take that. The flag's at the 39. It's a 10-yard spot foul, so that will move the line of scrimmage back to the 29-yard line. So they were at the 49, so Gareth, in effect, that is a 20-yard penalty, and will force the Irish to kick from much deeper.
This is the kind of sequence of events the Squires really needed. Get a sack, force a punt, another penalty. The Irish really helping out the Squires at this point. That's nice. You got a football player with that much awareness and a punter. He also plays tight end, number 5, Luke Brennan. Be able to run out, get some open space, let your guys get down in coverage, and get that rugby-style kick. Squires need to make sure they get some pressure upfield every time they punt.
So the Finks Garage punt, second time around here for the Irish. 3:19 left. The Dasher Financial first, 14-0 Irish. And again, he runs and kicks it. It's kind of funny to look at. Dorsey fields it, a line drive, drops it, picks it up at the 25, comes to the near sideline, looking for blocks. He gets one. Oh, did he get a block at midfield? He's into Irish territory, cuts back at the 30-yard line, breaks that tackle, still going down the near sideline, and they finally knock him down at about the 5-yard line. And you want to talk about a block. Bryce Perkins laid one on somebody from the Irish right around midfield. The proverbial decleating, and a big return by Dorsey.
Huge return for Dorsey.
And Delone will be set up at their own 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
How about these Squires bouncing back with some momentum? Some guys peeling back on those blocks, bringing the wood, and Dorsey shows his explosive talent, sets up the Squires 1st and goal on the 7.
All right, Schermeyer will go under center. He has the back split behind him. And he's going to give it to Hart. Zach Hart cuts upfield on the left side and fighting, but he's not going to get in. The ball came out, and the ball came out, I think, I'm not sure, I don't want to say.
On the run.
Looks like it's going to be Squire ball. They probably blew that one dead before. The hit was made by Jake Hamilton, the linebacker, and a gain of about, looks like about 2 down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from just inside the 3.
Another display of great awareness. This Irish defense swatting at the ball, trying to create a turnover.
Full house backfield. Dorsey is the deep back now. Schermeyer under center, and they handed it off to Dorsey, I believe.
Zachary Hart
Zachary Hart. And he's into the end zone, got a good hole off the left side, and so Hart for the 3-yard touchdown run. And with 2:12 left here in the Dasher Financial first quarter, the Squires cut it to 14-6.
And as I said, the exact type of sequence of events this Squire team needed. Get that sack, the penalty on the punt, a big-time return, and then they get great field position on the 7, 1st and goal, able to punch it in and get on this board. I tell you, if that didn't all go down and the Irish scored again, it would have been a long night for these Delone Catholic Squires.
That it would have been, and Nathan West in to attempt the extra point here for the Squires. And
Like some movement, wait for the
a
call.
flag on the field here, so it is offside against the Irish, so that'll move it up about a yard and make it around a little bit shorter extra point. Not going to make a whole lot of difference. I think they're actually, Delone may even
Like
declined
Delone's
it.
going to line up for another point after.
Well, yeah, maybe they did take it. They move it just
Jeremiah
inside
on hold with West to
the
kick.
10, so it'll be about a 19-yard PAT here. And there's the snap. The set is down. The Irish come through, and it is blocked. Coming through untouched that time was Jake Hamilton, and he got all of that. So the PAT is blocked with 2:12 left in the Dasher Financial First. York Catholic 14, Delone Catholic 6. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. And retail, located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943. Beer and Soda Mart is your home for a wide variety of soda and snacks. Now under new ownership, Beer and Soda Mart is owned and operated by Daniel and Laura Curie and has a friendly and knowledgeable staff there to assist you. Also your one-stop shop for lottery tickets and gift cards. Be sure to like us on Shopping Center in Redline.
Your counties, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And back for a Fast Signs kickoff from Nathan West. A low end over ender is going to be fielded at about the 20 by it's either Bahoff or Brennan. They had a 5 on there. I can't tell if there was a 1 or not, and it was Joe Bahoff. And he returns it out to about the 32-yard line. First and 10 there for the Irish. Let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
Real quick, you see these sky kicks from this kickoff team, the Squires. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns when they played against Trinity. Seems like they're trying to avoid those disasters here tonight. And on that last scoring drive for the Squires, after a great punt return, set them up at 1st and goal at the 7. Finish the drive off after 2 plays, a 3-yard touchdown run for Zach Hart. York Catholic 14, Delone Catholic 6.
Out of the shotgun, Yokemi pitches it to Kennard, coming to the near side, and they force him back. He breaks a couple tackles and gets out to about the 39-yard line. It was Schermeyer that actually brought him down. Going to be a gain of 6. Looks like they spotted that at the 33 to start, and it'll be second down and 4 at the 39-yard line.
See a couple more white shirts around the ball carrier when it goes out to the perimeter than we did the first couple drives for the Irish.
Second and 4 from the Irish 39. And they give it straight ahead to Kennard, cuts to the left, but good defense. He goes down right about the line of scrimmage. A bunch of guys hitting him there that time. And Sneeringer on the stop, along with
makes for a 3rd down.
Noah Katz on the stop, so it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Irish at their own 39-yard line. Yokemic out of the gun, 4 wide receivers, 3 up top, 1 to the near side. He drops to throw. Has some time, fires it across the middle as Brennan is tight end. First down at midfield at the 45 and lowers the shoulder and rumbles down to about the 35-yard line. Luke Brennan, he's a load at 6'2", 215, and it is a gain of 26 yards and a first down for the Irish.
Squires try to bring a blitz. Great job by the Irish picking it up and giving great protection for Daniel Kemick. And anytime you put Luke Brennan on an island with a linebacker, watch out.
On first down, they hand it to Kennard straight ahead, and Jakar gets about 3 down to the 32-yard line. Bryce Perkins again in the middle of that there, along with Niederer and Chase Kent. and it's going to be 2nd down and 8. They mark it at the 33-yard line. Gain of 2 for Kennard. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Irish.
York Catholic continues to try to hammer at the center of this defensive front for the Squires, trying to loosen them up and keep them honest so they can get these big plays on the perimeter.
They have Lamont in front of Kennard in the backfield, flanking Yochemic to his right on 2nd and 7. Play fake. Yochemic keeps it straight up the middle as a hole and dives inside the 15 before Damian Rodriguez, the DN, 6'2", 230-pound junior, brings him down. But he is down to the 21-yard line, and that is a gain of 12 and a 1st down for the Fighting Irish as they are knocking on the Weckers Carpet red zone here.
That is a dangerous duo in the backfield. Quarterback Daniel Yochemic and explosive running back Jakar Kennard. Yochemic, great job of holding that fake. Keeps it himself, and he's like a spark plug out of that backfield.
He is. That's the end of the 1st quarter. So the Dasher Financial first ends with the score: York Catholic 14, Delone Catholic 6. The Broadway Trans 2nd quarter comes your way next after this timeout, courtesy of your neighborhood family markets here on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Your downtown York Service Center is Guerrero Motors. They specialize in state safety and emissions inspections. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerrero Motors, your downtown York Service Center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York Service Center, Guerrero Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
Hi, I'm Delone Catholic football coach Corey Zortman. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Irish up on the Squires 14-6 after one here, and homecoming at York Catholic, our Broadway Trans 2nd quarter. And Jakar Kennard, the junior running back for the Irish, a big 1st quarter, Gareth. 10 carries, 110 yards, and a 78-yard touchdown run in there.
He's an impressive player. You see, every time he touches the ball, he's one of those guys you think he can break it at any moment. You see these Squires having a tough time wrapping it up, and I don't think it's necessarily them being bad tacklers as much as it is he's just explosive and tough to catch up to.
1st and 10 for the Irish at the Squire 21 now. Out of the gun, Yochemic to Kennard, off right tackle, busts through the hole and breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone, standing up, absolutely ran over a guy at about the 15-yard line. Would not be stopped, and Kennard into the end zone for the 2nd time. 11:53 left in the Broadway Trans 2nd, and the Irish go up 20-6.
Add 21 yards to the total for rushing for Kennard as he gets his 3rd touchdown of the year, 2nd tonight.
Wow. I mean, he blew through a big hole, and then he just ran over. It was Zach Hart, a 5'11", and 165-pound junior linebacker, had a good shot at him, but just couldn't stop him. And the snap for the PAT is up, and it is good. 11:53 left in the Broadway Trans 2nd quarter, and the Irish go up 21-6. Let's keep it here for right now, and we will see if we can have a moment here. We've had a lot of scoring, and see if we can get a little Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update here, and see what else we have. Well, in the 2nd quarter, those Nighthawks from Hanover must be for real. They lead Bermudian 14-0. Suburban up 14-zip over Kennerdale in the 2nd. Southwestern leading New Oxford 7-0 in the 2nd. It's Exeter Township up on Susquehannock 6-0 in the 2nd quarter. Dallastown 7, Spring Grove 0 also in the 2nd. Dover over Gettysburg 7-0 in the 1st. Eastern 14, West York 12, that also in the 1st quarter. Red Lion up on William Penn 13-0 in the 1st quarter. And no score yet on Northeastern and Central. And that is the Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update. All right, our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
I talked about how shifty and explosive running back Jakar Kennard can be. There you see him lower the boom. 21-yard touchdown scamper. Irish go 6 plays, 62 yards in 2 minutes and 19 seconds to take the lead at the start of the 2nd quarter. with 11:53 left in the first half. Catholic 21, Delone Catholic 6.
And our fast signs kickoff to come from Luke Brennan here. And the big guy puts the boot into it, and over and deep kick. Dorsey has to chase it down, but he can't do it. It goes in the end zone, so touchback. And the Squires will start 80 yards away, down now by a score of 21-6.
For the Squires, 1st and 10.
Let's see what kind of character these Squires have.
Right to left on
Last week they took a thrashing 56-0 to a great team from Tennessee, Union City.
Along with tweeting
Class A powerhouse from Tennessee. They just have to collect themselves right now. A lot of ball left. Like I said, 11:53 left in the second quarter. Just get a play here and there and get back in the game.
They could use a nice long drive to keep their defense off the field. Back split behind Schermeyer under center. Takes the snap, drops to throw. Quick three-step drop, fires it out for Zumbrum, and he was hit just as the ball got there, and the ball popped up in the air, almost picked off. Good defense by Joe Bahoff, who got there just a tick after the ball and broke up the pass attempt to Zumbrum. It's incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Squires.
Talked about some guys for this Irish squad who are just good football players. And Bahoff is certainly one of them. Already has a touchdown catch tonight. And there you see he separates receiver from ball on defense. He does it on both sides.
All right, and Hartlob is split to the top of the formation this time, and they hand it off to Dorsey. Dorsey line to make some moves here, and gets out to about the 28-yard line. Nice 8-yard run. Sean Lamont on the stop for the Irish. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Squires now at their own 28-yard line.
And this is what you want for the Squires, setting up 3rd and manageables. 3rd and 2 here. Got to get a first down to keep this drive going. And if they do, that'll be their first down of the evening.
Larry Leffler III split to the top of the formation now, and the tight end is to that side as well. On 3rd and short, quick count, they give it off to Sneeringer, and Sean Sneeringer looks like he's across the 30 and will have the first down. The Irish are saying the ball came out, but the referee says it is Delone football. So the gain is to the 31 for Sean Sneeringer, a gain of 3, and that will be a 1st and 10 for the Squires at their own 31.
It's the second time the ball has come out. One of these Delone ball carriers. Ball security is very important in a ball game where you already trail by 15 points.
Maitland to the near side, Leffler to the top of the formation, and the back's in the eye behind Schermeyer under center. 1st and 10 at the 31. Takes the snap, and on the option, he pitches it to Dorsey. Dorsey drops it, picks it up in the backfield, now trying to make something happen, but he is being chased, and he is grabbed by Heldrich. Now the flag is thrown. Joe Heldrich made the tackle way back at about the 13, but that might be a face mask. We'll have to see, because where that was thrown right as the tackle was being made, and personal foul face mask, that is on the Squires. Oh, wow.
Must have been on the stiff arm.
Yeah. So that's going to be even worse for the Squires. They lost back to the 13-yard line. There's a loss of 18, and it'll be half the distance to the goal from there as they walk it inside the 9-yard line. And so actually it was lost to the 18, so it was a loss of 13 on the run, and they march off 10 more. Wow.
Great discipline on defense. Luke Brennan coming off the edge plays the buzz technique against the option and forces the quarterback to slow play it and messes up the option pitch.
All right, so it is 1st down and about 31 to go, and Schermeyer to throw near his goal line, being chased by Lamont in the end zone, and he threw it away, and that could be intentional grounding. We will say it is. That's intentional grounding in the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. Sean Lamont had him by the shoulder pad, and Schermeyer just tossed it out into the flat. Nobody near him, and the call is intentional grounding in the end zone. That is a safety. So Sean Lamont will get credit for that 2-point play for the Irish as their defense does the job, and they will now go up 24 to, should be 23-6, I believe, with 10-12 remaining here in the Broadway Trans second quarter.
That's the kind of magic that happens when you put pressure in a quarterback's face and hurry up his throwing clock. Gets flustered in the backfield, Brian Schermeyer, and makes a cardinal sin.
Yeah.
Throws it away to nobody and gets the safety.
Yeah, you can't do that in the end zone, and that was clearly just tossed to avoid the safety. There was no Squire anywhere near, and Sean Lamont with a good penetration and pressure. So the Irish looking good here, up by 17 points as they look for their first win here with 10-12 still left in the Broadway Trans second quarter.
Now we got a punt.
Yep.
After the safety, and see where they try to place this. They have a soccer-style kicker. Plays soccer for the Squires. Actually suffered a concussion this week playing soccer. I told him they ought to take that helmet to soccer practice. Maybe he'd be okay.
Maybe.
And here they tee it up after the safety.
Oh, I didn't think they could do that. And the fast signs kick comes from West. It's high, fairly short, and it is picked up by Bob and dropped, and Joe has to dive on it at about the 45, 46-yard line. So Irish will still have good field position, and from there it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Irish at their own 46-yard line, so already up 23-6, and York Catholic will move it from there with 10:08 left in the Broadway Trans second quarter.
Tell you what, if you're Eric Depew, you've got this big lead right now. You're up 17, 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Might want to take some chances while you've got this space and really keep your foot in the pedal against this Squire defense.
Two wide receivers to the top of the formation as the Irish go left to right. They hand it straight ahead to Kennard, who's hit at the line of scrimmage this time and driven backwards. Good defensive play by big Wade Niederer. He's made several tonight. The 6', 260-pound junior defensive tackle. And Kennard is dropped right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be second down and 10 from the 46.
Wade Niederer is certainly disruptive on that defensive front, which is why the Irish have success running away from him, getting on the perimeter.
On second down, play fake. Ukemi to throw, rolls to his right, has time, fires it for Brennan and makes the catch. Great catch as he was heading out of bounds, right in front of the defender, or behind the defender, Alec Maitland, and it's a 30-yard line. That is a gain of 24. Nice throw by Ukemi right on the spot, and an equally nice grab by Brennan just before he went out of bounds. 24-yard pickup, first down for the Irish.
Nice play action fake. Get Ukemi scrambling out, no one in his face, some nice blocks up front. Great catch.
Lamont the deep back this time, and he gets the handoff straight ahead. He goes, and the ball is loose. The ball is loose, and I think one of the Irish got back on it, and the referee says it will be second down back at the 31. So Lamont actually had a gain of about a yard before the ball came out, and it was recovered by one of the offensive linemen there for the Irish. So it's be back at the 31-yard line. It'll be second down and 11 from there for the Irish.
From the York Catholic 30, or from the Delone Catholic 31.
Down 17, not having much momentum tonight. Squires need to be poking at that ball, trying to get a turnover.
8:55 left in the Broadway Trans second. Ukemi play fake, rolls to his right. The pressure's coming, and he gets away from one guy, but eventually is brought down, and the ball come out. The Irish recover it, and apparently it did. So it was Perkins who got through and got the sack, and then the ball popped out. The Irish able to cover it back at their own 43-yard line. So from the Irish, it's going to be third and about 24 yards.
Dangerous play. Ukemi getting greedy at quarterback. Got the 17-point lead. If you're getting sacked, just take one. And don't give the Irish a chance to return an interception.
Right. So third down and very long, third down and 23 for the Irish at their Squires 43-yard line. 8 minutes left in the second. The Irish up 23-6. Ukemi with three wide receivers, goes from the gun, drops to throw. Under some pressure, sets it up for a screen to Kennard, and he is hit and dropped. Nice open field tackle that time by Brady Rapaski. He dropped him right at the line of scrimmage, actually lost a yard. So good tackle by Rapaski in the open field on Kennard. And it's going to be fourth down and 24 and a Finks Garage punt.
Paskey puts himself in good position. If Kennard gets loose there, at least he has to go back inside to where the help comes from the defense. Fortunate that Kennard lost his footing a little bit.
So Brennan on the Finks Garage punt, and he does that run and rugby-style kick and angles for the sidelines for the out of bounds. It goes out of bounds, and no, actually went into the end zone before it got out of bounds. So that'll be a touchback, and the Squires will take over at their 20-yard line, trailing 23-6, 7:14 remaining here in the Broadway Trans second quarter.
Like I said before, still a lot of football left. Don't panic. Just stay with your plan, stick to the script, run your bread and butter plays, try to establish some dominance in the running game, and take your passing game off of that and try to make something happen downfield.
So Schermeyer will go under center here at his own 20, down by 17 points. The backs are in the eye behind him, one wide receiver to the top of the formation as the Squires go right to left. And they hand it off to Dorsey, the deep back, looking for some running room. Cuts upfield, not a whole lot there. Ryan Ratchford on the stop. He picks up about 2, and it's going to be second down and around 7 or 8 as they'll mark it at the 23-yard line. Gain of 3 for Dorsey. It'll be 2nd and 7 from there.
For the most part, anytime we've seen a power-type play, a blast-type play, a lead, both these defenses have done a good job stopping the run between the tackles.
So on 2nd down and 7, wide receiver to the near side now, backs again in the eye. Schermeyer under center and is looking to throw, rolling to his left now, looking for Zumbrum. He's not there. He's going to tuck it and run, and Schermeyer got back to about the line of scrimmage, and that is about it as Joe Heldrich there from his defensive end spot to make the play, and right around the line of scrimmage, going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Squires.
Good decision by quarterback Schermeyer to take the sack. Might have decided to just tuck it and run earlier, as there was impressive defense in the secondary from York Catholic on that play.
Yes, there was. Nobody open. He was going for Brandon Zumbrum on a little crossing route, but it was not there. So 3rd and 7, backs again in the eye, and Schermeyer takes the snap. And they're going to run the option now, and Schermeyer's going to keep it and turns upfield, gets across the 25 and out to about the 27 or 28-yard line as Ratchford there, Ryan Ratchford from his defensive tackle spot, making the play. It's a gain of about 4, but it's going to be 4th down and a Finks Garage punt as the option unable to pick up the 1st down.
Time and time again, we see this Irish defense very disciplined, read their keys, stay at home, playing sound defense.
So this Finks Garage punt will come with just over 5 minutes left here in the Broadway Trans second. The Irish will get it in good field position. Bahoff stands at his own 42, awaiting the kick. Schermeyer gets it off low, line drive, hits at the 47, takes a Squire bounce inside the 40 and down to the 34-yard line. So the Irish will start 1st and 10 from there. 4:57 left here in the first half, and the Irish up 23-6.
Very fortunate bounce for the Squires on that punt, as they do not want this explosive York Catholic offense starting in good field position.
Well, the Squires defense needs a stop here. They don't want to get down any more than the 17 points they are already down before halftime. And with 4:57 left, if they get a 3 and out, they could get the ball back and take a shot downfield before halftime. But the defense is the key.
Stop those big plays.
Well, Bahoff comes to the near side. Zumbrum will meet him out there. Brennan, the tight end, to the near side, and the backs in the full house, or backs rather in the eye with Yokemic. They pitch it to Kennard. Again on the sweep, turns upfield, and fights his way out to the, just about to the 40-yard line. Gain of almost 6, stacked up there by Ryan Hart, and it'll be a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4 for the Irish.
This fast-paced offense, not huddling, staying on the line, is really hurting the Squires defense.
2nd and 4 at the 40 now. Again, quickly they go. Kennard off the left side and is hit in the backfield and dropped at the line. Brady Rapaski, another good defensive play made by the linebacker, 6'1", 175-pound junior. Drops Kennard for no gain, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4.
And again, with penetration in the backfield, is that big defensive tackle, Wade Nieder, knocks his guy back, gets in the way of the fullback, Sean Lamont, and allows the linebacker come up and clean it up.
On third down, Yochemic rolling right, looking to throw, fires it and has his man at the 45-yard line. It's going to be just enough for a first down as Brandon Kreischer, he was hit hard. The shoulder was put into him by Brandon Zumbrum, but he gains just enough for the first down to the 45, and it'll be a first and 10 for the Irish.
Zumbrum does bring the lumber there, but more importantly, nice catch holding on to that ball and getting the first down for York Catholic.
So first and 10 at the 45 for the Irish. 3:40 left, the clock turns. Yochemic play fake, looks to throw. Has some time, fires down the far sideline for Bahoff, too far. Pretty good coverage by Alec Maitland that time. And that is the first incompletion for Dan Yochemic tonight. He was 6 of 6 before that. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Irish at their own 45.
Coach Depew said what he wanted to see out of Dan tonight, as his offense has been run heavy in the first 3 games. Wanted to see Yochemic settle in at quarterback, and I think he's done that thus far in this game.
I would agree. 2nd and 10, Yochemic out of the gun. And if play fake to Kennard, keeps it. Yochemic gets about a yard. He is wrapped up there by big Wade Niederer. Playing a good game at defensive tackle is Niederer. It's a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Third down, approximately 9 yards to go.
What's impressive I've seen out of Dan Yochemic is throwing from different platforms. Just his normal drop back, setting his feet, throwing nice touch passes, on the run, moving around, getting some space on the perimeter. Throws balls with some velocity on the run. Impressive so far out of Dan Yochemic.
Nick Anzalone checks in at wide receiver for the Irish. Brandon Kreischer will join him there, and Joe Bahoff will go to the top of the formation. Brennan, the tight end, is up that way as well, and Yochemic will go from the gun with Lamont in the backfield on 3rd down and 9.
Big 3rd down for the Squire defense.
Yochemic to pass. They bring the blitz, and Yochemic is under pressure, steps away from it. He's at midfield, and did he get the first down? Boy, it's going to be close. He was driven out of bounds by Zachary Hart, and they mark it at the 46, and from the way it looks here, he is a little bit short. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short.
Just shy.
It is 4th down. So the Irish probably go for it here. They're at the Squire 46. They lead by 17. Just 2:47 left in the first half here. And now the Irish may be sending on the punt team here. I guess you don't want to give Delone the ball in good field position and let him get back in this thing.
Remember, we see that rugby-style kick where kicker Luke Brennan likes to run a little bit before he kicks it. He's an impressive athlete. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes off and tries to get this yard on 4th down.
All right, if he kicks it, it'll be a Fink's Garage punt. There's the snap. He runs to his right, looking, now finally kicks it. And again, angling for the sideline, and boy, at the 1 yard line, but it did, I think it went in. Well, maybe not. No signal yet, and they're still looking at it. Officials still talking about it, whether it got in the end zone or not. And apparently it was down by the Irish, so good hustle. They were able to apparently hit it before it got into the end zone, and it's going to be Delone football down around the 2 yard line. So good job by the Irish special teams. Good directional kick that time by Luke Brennan. And the Squires have it at their own, it's about the 3 yard line, 1st and 10.
2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Brennan's got a leg. We've seen a couple booming kicks from him. Last punt was a touchback, but he still placed it well. No one was down there to get it down on the 1 like this.
Schermeyer under center, takes the snap. They give it straight ahead, and not much there. And I have to pick up which back that was. Really couldn't catch it from here. It was Sean Sneeringer. And gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball between the 3 and 4 yard line for the Squires.
Squires' goal is to get 2 first downs, get some space, get away from their end zone where they can open up the playbook and try to get something going.
Irish have 2 timeouts left, so if they hold them here, they may take a timeout. Schermeyer drops to throw, fires for Zumbrum down the near sideline, but overshoots him. Actually almost picked off. The guy that had the best shot at that one was Andrew Polson, the defensive back. And good deep by him. The pass is incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 now for the Squires. 1:53 left there at their own 3, so they did the Irish job for him by stopping the clock with the incomplete pass.
Great job by Polson not getting beat over top, and also Dan Yochemic helping out over the top. Squires trying to take a shot And I understand being down this much. They need to make something happen on here. 3rd and 9.
See if they may just run this one, try and force the Irish to use a timeout. We will see. And Delone's going to take a timeout. So Delone takes a timeout. 1:53 left in the Broadway Trans second. The Irish 23, Squires 6. Timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Need new flooring? Buy it at the store voted best in York and recommended by more of your friends, Wecker's Flooring Center. Here's why. Wecker's has far more flooring in their warehouse than any home center, with prices on remnants and rolls that no one can match. For hardwood that lasts a lifetime and laminate that's good for your family, Wecker's is your store. Plus, Wecker's has their own installation crews, so you feel good about them in your home. Right now, ask about free carpet installation. Trust Wecker's Flooring Center off the Route 30 Hellam exit.
Hi, this is Eric Pugh, head coach of the York Catholic Fighting Irish. You're listening to the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
And Ron Ruben Gareth is on with you on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. $1:53 left in the half. Irish 23, Squires 6, and it's 3rd and 9. The Squires at their own 4-yard line.
Squires struggling on offense tonight. So far out of their 5 possessions, 3 and outs.
Schermeyer under center now. Wide receivers to the top of the formation, that is it. Schermeyer drops to throw in his end zone. Had a safety here before, fires it out down the far sideline, and Dorsey was behind him, had to turn around, unable to get the hand on it, so it's incomplete. And with 1:47 left in the half, it's 4th down, and a Fink's Garage punt is on the way.
Schermeyer tries to go with the hard count, tries to get some bonus yards by drawing the Irish defense off sides. Again, sound defense, disciplined team on defense here at York Catholic.
All right, so Schermeyer will kick it out of his end zone, and Bahoff and Kreischer are deep, but they're only at the Delone 35. And so the Irish, if they score here, they can just about put this baby away in the first half yet. Good snap. Schermeyer, no pressure, kicks it away end over end, and Bahoff takes it at his 32. On the near side, cuts toward the far sideline now, and is hit and brought down. Good special teams play that time by Ryan Hart. Ryan Hart on the special teams tackle and brings Bahoff down, but still, given the good tackle, the Irish have it at the Squires. Looks like about the 20... where are they going to spot it here? 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 Irish, just 25 yards away, and 95 seconds left before halftime, and 2 timeouts in the Irish back pocket.
Plenty of time for this Irish offense to do their work. We've seen them all night with that high-tempo offense. They go right back to the line and huddle every time. And they've got explosive playmakers.
Wide receiver each way, out of the gun, Yokemic. Drops to throw, delayed handoff down to Kennard up the middle. Big hole, Kennard cuts to the outside, tried to hurdle a man, but he couldn't do it. Schermeyer makes the stop inside the 20, though, at the 17. I'm sorry, it's they started at the 25, down to the 18. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 from there, and the Irish now in the Weckers Carpet red zone.
Going to make for a 2nd down and about 3.
2nd and 3, and the snap to Yokemic. Turns, hands it to Kennard, dropped the football, and Yokemic able to fall on it. Back at about the 19-yard line, and the Irish take a timeout with 59 seconds left. So it was a loss of loss back outside the 20, back to about the 23-yard line. So it was a loss of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Once again, we also have
little miscommunication. The mesh of the handoff between Yokemic at quarterback and Kennard running back. I tell you what, every time Kennard touches this ball, he's electric. You're just scared that he's going to scamper for another touchdown. Squires doing everything they can to stop him, including a shoelace tackle, touchdown-saving tackle on his last run.
So Delone trying to hang on and keep this a competitive game. At 23-6, the Squires will get the second half kickoff. So if they can keep the Irish out of the end zone here, and they get that opening drive going, could have ourselves a ball game. But the Irish get in the end zone here. We will see. 3 wide receivers now. Bahoff and Kreischer to the top, and Anzalone to the near. The gun for Yokemic. Drops to throw. And pressure comes, gets it off, going for Kennard, but out of bounds down at about the 5-yard line. Good coverage that time by Delone Catholic. Zumbrum was there, and can't pick up the number of the other fellow there, but it's going to be 4th down now, and the Irish going to try a field goal. Luke Brennan comes on, and he will be booting it from about the 30-yard line. It's going to be about a 40-yard field goal, and on the hold for the Irish will be Massimo Antelope.
Field goal.
Right at the 30, so it'll be a 40-yard field goal attempt by Luke Brennan.
He'll make for a 40-yard kick.
Timeout, York Catholic.
All right, they have to take their final one. Brennan has a 31-yard field goal this season already against Berks Catholic. In fact, that the Irish took their only lead of the game, 3-0 on that boot. So based on what we have seen, Gareth, I would say that Luke has the leg for this.
You got to think if he punches in this 40-yard field goal, they might reevaluate the homecoming king.
They might.
He's got an impressive leg. We see him punt, booming punts, and he can directional, places it where he wants it. Got to expect he's a good place kicker as well.
So Antelope on the hold, and it looks
the Irish
like
bring in wide receiver Brandon Creasher at the wing position and pull out Carter Sinclair.
Mark Shelley as the snapper snaps down. The kick is up, and it had the distance, but just wide to the left. Just missed it. Had the distance, though, but it is no good. And so with 47 seconds left, the Squires will get the football at their own 20.
Great pressure right there by Zach Hart, number 22. Still playing with a lot of heart. We see him make some big plays in space against this Irish offense, and there he comes again, almost getting the block. And I thought they might be, York Catholic might be going for the fake, the way they switched out and brought in a receiver to play the wing spot. And here goes Delone Catholic at 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
They have 2 timeouts left in 47 seconds. They put Hart in motion toward us, and the whistle blows, flag flies. They ran the pitch to Dorsey, but see what the call is going to be here.
We also want to thank again, we announced earlier, our official crew.
And it is illegal motion against the Squires, so that's going to move them back to the 15. It'll be 1st and 15 from there. You know, if I'm the Squires, Gareth, I'd take a couple shots downfield. What do you got to lose? 46 seconds left. Not really much time for the Irish. They're out of timeouts, even if you would have to punt it. And you're down by 17.
Yeah, I'd get something going where I can move the pocket, get Brian Schermeyer away from the line of scrimmage, away from pressure, and try to bring something where you have Tavion Dorsey, the explosive running back, 6'1", 175 pounds, and get him on some kind of a wheel route down the field.
On 1st and 15 now, Schermeyer under center. Takes the snap, and there was motion in the backfield for Delone, so whatever happens here, it's coming back. Dorsey gained about 5 or 6, but he moved early, the tackle by Polson, and that illegal motion will send Delone back to the 10. So the Squires are going backwards, but we're down to 36 seconds left in the half.
And that's the 4th penalty for the Squires in this half.
Look like a little motion once again.
And multiple times we see penalties for the Squires come at inopportune times. They get some good plays and they shoot themselves in the foot. And here they don't even give themselves a chance to get going.
Nope, they're all the way back to the 10 now. It's 1st down and 20 from there, and just 36 seconds remaining. And
36 seconds on the clock before halftime.
Schermeyer under center.
Don't forget our concessions, folks.
Takes the snap. Hands it to Dorsey. Dorsey cuts back upfield now, trying to make some moves, and gets out to about the 20-yard line. Tackle by Jake Hamilton there. Gains 10. We're down to 25 seconds left.
Led by Hamilton, Polson, a number of other Irish.
And Delone does take a timeout. They let some time run off there. 17 seconds left. That's the Squires' 2nd timeout. And again, if I'm Delone, I try and, maybe get a wide receiver isolated or get a screen set up for a guy like Dorsey. You can, get a couple blocks. You can spring him loose.
Screen's a good call.
Yeah.
Get some blockers out in front of him, a little convoy. He can certainly break it loose. But also, you got to be concerned if you want to go deep. This York Catholic defense has been stout at every area all night. And the only reason the Squires are on the board is because of some mistakes and penalties from the Irish and a big-time punt return from Dorsey. So watch out for this defense when you're trying to take shots. But what do you have to lose at this point?
Right. I'm going to say, I think the Irish line on both sides of the ball has really dominated this game. They've been better on offense and on defense up front.
That's right. And if you look on paper, you see more size on the Delone Catholic side. But something you have with both these teams are young guys.
Yeah.
So you're not sure what you're going to get. There's that extra variable of age and youth. Irish doing a great job, like you said, on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
3 wide receivers to the near side now. Schermeyer will work from the gun on 2nd and 10. Schermeyer rolls to his right, stops, fires down the middle for Dorsey. Dorsey is picked off by Yokemic, who goes down at the 45-yard line. Yokemic cut in front of Dorsey at the last second and picked that one off with 9 seconds left, and the Irish will take over.
Well, they dialed up your play. They sent Dorsey down the field, and he had half a step on Yokemic. Ball thrown short. Yokemic able to make a play, and unfortunately brought down by his own player, Andrew Polson.
Well, Yokemic doing on both sides tonight as a quarterback. Has run the ball a few times, and now with the interception on defense. So the Irish, with 9 seconds left, they're out of timeouts, and they have 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. They may take a shot at the end zone here again. What do you got to lose? Yokemic working out of the gun. See if the Squires bring pressure. Lamont's in the backfield, and the Squires do. They bring a blitz straight up the middle. It comes. Yokemic tries to get away, and he fired in the direction of Luke Brennan, and it is incomplete. And good pressure that time for Delone, brought by Logan Panzer right up the middle, 6'1", 190-pound linebacker. It's incomplete. 4 seconds left. Will be 2nd down for the Irish.
We've seen the Squires dial up multiple pressures tonight, and they've had some success. But usually when the Irish roll the pocket out, they're able to get some good blocks. That time dropping straight back, pressure in his face.
Probably the last play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. Yokemic to throw, fires it down the near side for Bahoff, and he brings it in. What a catch! But stepped out of bounds at the 15, and that'll be the end of the half.
There's another guy to put on your home ballot. What a catch.
Wow.
Sticks his paw out there, brings it in with one hand, traps it against his face mask, catches it inbounds to end the half. York Catholic leads 23, Delone Catholic 6.
All right, a 30-yard gain, but unable to stay in bounds. And this is the Vito's Pizza halftime show. That rolls your way next on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143. Frustrated with the returns or the lack thereof in the stock market? Are you tired of giving back the returns you do make whenever there's a downturn? Would you like to keep the returns you make and have them locked in annually? Learn more about protecting your retirement and investment dollars. Call Tom Dasher Investment Services, 717-246-3879 or 717-487-2096. If your mutual funds are underperforming or your CDs aren't returning what you'd like, contact Tom Dasher Investment Services, 246-3879 or 487-2096.
Which is better? Getting the perfect set, the perfect approach, and powering through the ball with the perfect hit? Or reading the hitter, moving to the ball, and making the perfect dig? Flying Feet knows the answer. It all depends on which side of the net you're on. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes is Central PA's home court for volleyball, featuring the names that know the game, including Asics and Mizuno. Flying Feet offers volleyball spandex and shorts and the best selection of knee pads around. Flying Feet is also your active ankle connection. The same active ankle braces chosen by coaches and players at the college level. And because volleyball isn't just for the gym, Flying Feet carries a great selection of indoor and outdoor balls for working it out on the beach or in the backyard. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty store prices. Flying Feet. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's Fall Sales Event, featuring 0% financing for 72 months and a $500 rebate on all 2015 Outlander Sports and Lancers. Or try the 2015 Mirage DE, the best price car in America today that gets up to 44 miles per gallon for only $11,995. And finally, the all-new 2016 Outlander 4-wheel drive with standard 7-passenger seating. All Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages get our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Stop by York Mitsubishi and see what we can do for you. Excludes Evo, Rallyart, and IMEV. Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back at York Catholic homecoming night. So far, a one-sided affair for York Catholic, dominating on their home turf. Homecoming kings all around for York Catholic tonight. And this is our Vito's Pizza halftime show. We'll get our scoring recap brought to you by Yorktown Roofing and Siding. As I said, one-sided affair for the Irish on top right now. And they came out strike like lightning on their first possession. 2 plays in 46 seconds. A 78-yard scamper for running back Jakar Kennard gets his second rushing touchdown of the year. And that put York Catholic up 7-0 early with only 11 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Only 46 seconds off the clock. They struck early, get the ball on their second possession and go 7 plays, 2 minutes, 50 seconds, 60 yards. Finish that drive with a nice 4th down and 9. Get a 26-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Daniel Kemick. Hooks up with wide receiver Joe Bahoff. Daniel Kemick's second throwing touchdown of the year and the first receiving touchdown for Joe Bahoff. And that was with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter. York Catholic took the lead 14-0. Squires able to muster some points after a great punt return from explosive football player, running back Tavion Dorsey. He's a senior, and after setting the Squires up at 1st and goal on the 7-yard line, the Squires able to punch it in on a 3-yard touchdown run. Running back Zach Hart punches it in for his second rushing touchdown of the year with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. And that brought us a score of York Catholic 14 and Delone Catholic after a blocked extra point 6. York Catholic, 2 possessions later, travel 62 yards in 2 minutes, 19 seconds, 6 plays, and finish that drive with a 21-yard touchdown run by the explosive Jakar Kennard right down the gut in the heart of that Squire defense. Catholic 6. Irish strike one more time, not on offense, but on defense. Squires backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. Irish capitalize and get a safety as quarterback for Delone, Brian Schermeyer, tries to get rid of it with no receiver around. Gets the intentional grounding in the end zone. And that brings us to our halftime score. York Catholic 23, Delone Catholic 6. And again, that is our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap. And we'll be back for more of the Vito Pizza's halftime show after this as the Delone Marching Band takes us to the break.
Kochman and Conkle Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman and Conkle Insurance Group, a
proud supporter of local high school sports. Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or our new location, 1399 South Queen Street at 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
Broadway transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man.
I know they help me with financing. Still with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
And we are back here at York Catholic. Ron Ruman, Gareth Hissong with you. It's 23-6 at halftime. York Catholic leading Delone, the Vito's Pizza halftime show, and our halftime stats brought to you now by Cookman, Kunkel, and Shorts. Not much doing for the Squires on offense in the first half. Tavian Dorsey, 5 carries, just 7 yards. Zachary Hart, 4 carries for 9 yards. Does have a 3-yard touchdown. Sean Sneeringer, 2 carries for 4 yards. Brian Schermeyer, 2 for 4. So the Squires on the ground, 13 carries, 24 yards. And through the air, not good at all either for the Squires. Brian Schermeyer is 2 of 7 for 11 yards. Sean Sneeringer has caught both of those, so the Squires with just 35 total yards in the first half as the Squires band performs for the fans here at halftime. For the Irish, a much better story. Jakar Kennard, a good first half, 15 carries, 147 yards and 2 touchdowns, 78 and 21 yards. Sean Lamont, 2 carries, 0 net yards. Dan Yokemik, 6 carries for 12 yards. Yokemik through the air, 7 of 10 for 115 yards and a touchdown. A beautiful 26-yard strike to Joe Bahoff, one of Bahoff's 3 catches for 61 yards. Luke Brennan has 2 for 50. Brandon Creasher 1 for 5, and Jakar Kennard 1 for -1. The Irish 274 total yards. Those stats courtesy of Cookman Kunkel Insurance. Take a break, come back with the York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show after this. The Irish leading the Squires 23-6 on the Vito's Pizza halftime show on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Here's the Squires band.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained with John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection and personal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser,
Keep up to date on Penn State football throughout the season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I'm Ron Ruman, and I've been covering the Nittany Lions since the 70s. Tune in weekdays all season long to get the latest from Coach James Franklin and the players. Penn State updates are brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, Nell's, Sobel's, Wetzel's, and New Oxford, Penn State York, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. Stay up to date on Penn State on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4SHIPLEY. And don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with your visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Ron Ruman, Gareth Hissong back with you here at York Catholic as the Irish lead the Squires of Delone 23-6 at halftime, the Vito's Pizza halftime show, and our York Traditions halftime scoreboard show. Hanover, the Nighthawks going for 4 in a row. They lead Bermudian 14-0 at the break. Southwestern looking to go to 3-1. They're up on New Oxford 14-0 at halftime. Suburban looking for 2 in a row. They lead the Rams of Kennerdale 21-0 at the half. Littlestown over York Tech 7-6 at the half. Exeter Township 21, Susquehannock 0 at the half. Northeastern going for 4-0. They lead Central 28-0 at the half. Wow, could be a long year for Brad Livingston's Panthers. They have just one win right now. It's Dover 7, Gettysburg 2 at the half. The Eagles trying to break a 2-game losing skid. Dallastown looking for 4-0, but Spring Grove hanging with the Wildcats at 17-10 Dallastown at the half. West York looking for win number 1. They're out in Wrightsville. They lead Eastern 35-14 at the half, so Eastern in danger of dropping 2 in a row. Biglerville 41, Fairfield 0 at the half, but that's not the biggest score we have in the second quarter. Jesse Shea's Red Lion Lions over Sean Heinold's York High Bearcats 49-0. That is in the second quarter. Wow, that is a spanking. That is Wayne McCullough's Aunt Nellie take him out back in the woodshed and give him a good whooping game of the week. Here it's 23-6, York Catholic leading Delone on the Vito's Pizza halftime show. Take a break, come back with our Penn State York Coaches Pep Talk after this on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area, and everybody's local, and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community. It really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Saubles, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to York Catholic. Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you. It is halftime, and York Catholic leading Delone 23-6. The Vito's Pizza halftime show. Time now for a Penn State York coach's pep talk. All right, what was going on? First of all, in the Irish locker room, had to be a happy place.
That's right. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep up the good execution on defense. Great job reading their keys. Everyone's staying at home, playing sound defense. And on offense, ball security. You got the lead. Hold on to the ball, you'll hold on to the lead.
All right, how about your buddy Corey Zortman over there with the Squires down by 17?
Yeah, look at your guys and ask them, how do they want to respond after a first half like that? Explosive playmakers for the Irish. You got to stop the big plays. What kind of identity and tone do you want to set for the rest of the season? It's game 4. How are you going to act in the second half?
All right, that's our Penn State York coaches pep talk here as we are awaiting the Irish return to the field here. Maybe we're heading, Gareth, for the Maple Donuts third quarter. Maybe the Irish got a delivery of Maple Donuts. They haven't come back out yet. Ah, there they are. All right. Well, we'll take a break and we'll come back with that Maple Donuts.
We've seen how accommodating this home booth has been so far tonight. I wouldn't mind a couple of those Maple Donuts.
Either. The second half Fast Signs kickoff comes your way next on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
If you're a high school junior or senior or adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss the Penn State York Open House, October 24th, 9 to 2 at the Polo Center. Learn about the admissions process, financial aid options, meet faculty and students, and tour the campus. Explore our 10 four-year degree programs offered at York, including new BS in Biology and BA and BS in Psychology, and learn about Penn State's 2+2 program. Start at York and finish your degree at another Penn State campus. Call 771-4040 or register online at york.psu.edu/open house.
Maple Donuts presents Real Fantasy Football, a game where every run is a first down. Is ever intercepted, and your team always wins. Maple Donuts knows a thing or two about putting together a great roster. Every day, Charlie Donuts' 58 varieties get drafted by dozens upon dozens of eager Maple Donut fans. Best of all, in this league, you don't have to stick with today's Baker's Dozen. Next time out, make a trade. Jelly-filled for peanut butter icing, Lay's for cream-filled, vanilla sprinkles for chocolate Long John. You're the owner of this fantasy team. If you want to declare chocolate peanut covered as an all-time auto draft pick, then go right ahead. And don't forget to work a cup of Maple Donuts' famous coffee into the game plan. At Maple Donuts, every day is game day. Maple Donuts makes the life with the tasty bread. Anytime, day or night, for appetite delight. Maple Donuts tastes right.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And back at York Catholic, Ron Ruman and Gareth Hissong with you as we prepare to begin the Maple Donuts third quarter with the Irish up 23-6. Well, Gareth, you talked about Delone needing to kind of come out and decide where is their season going to go from here. This is the opening week of divisional play, and they're coming off a tough loss to a power from Tennessee. You know, lost tonight. They're 1-3 overall, 0-1 in the division. That's, I guess it's kind of gut check time for these guys.
It is. And just like there's a lot of ball left here with 2 quarters left in this game, there's a lot of ball left in this season.
Right.
Certainly don't need to hit the panic button already. And we've seen the Squires, more than the Squires giving up big plays, the Irish are making the plays.
Right.
They're blocking up front. They've got explosive playmakers. Hakeem Kennard is a special football player. He's different when you watch him amongst these other guys out here on this field. So I don't think it's necessarily the Squires are this bad. They've given up some big plays, and they've opened up the floodgates when this Irish offense is on the field. There's a lot they can still shore up. There's a lot they can take away from that second half. So no, don't hit the panic button. Come out here. It's gut check time, yes, but show up this second half.
And York Catholic, 2 of their losses, Northeastern and Berks Catholic, 2 pretty good teams. Northeastern blowing out Central tonight. And we know Berks Catholic, a District 3 power. I'm not sure who that second game was off the top of my head. But, yeah, the Irish, to me, don't look like an 0-3 team tonight. They are playing well and playing fundamentally well. You said blocking and tackling.
Yeah, they've been playing undefeated teams so far this year. So they've had good tests, and they've come out tonight trying to show off for this alumni homecoming crowd, and they've done a great job so far.
The Fast Signs second half opening kickoff. The Irish will boot it. Luke Brennan to the Squires, who go right to left here. Tavian Dorsey is deep, and Brennan hits it at the 40. Another good high end-over-end kick. Dorsey lets it bounce at the 10, picks it up at the 8 on the run. Coming straight upfield, gets by the first line. They grab him by the shirt tail and bring him down at about the 29-yard line. Hustling down there is Ryan Sewell to make the special teams play. And the Squires will start 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
I'd like to see this offense do more to get the ball in the hands of running back Tavion Dorsey in space. And I haven't been able to do it successfully by handing the ball off and tossing the ball. Run him out in the flats. Throw some short passes to him as an extension of the running game.
He's in the backfield behind Schermeyer. Backs are split behind him. Schermeyer under center on first down, and they give it straight ahead. And here's Schneeringer breaking into the secondary across midfield. And Sean Schneeringer is going to take it all the way down the near sideline, and he is into the end zone. No flags. Schneeringer on just a quick hitter up the middle, broke to his left, outran Ryan Sewell down the sideline, and in 20 seconds the Squires have made this a football game. The Irish lead is now 23-12.
Flags on the play. It's going to make for a Delone Catholic touchdown.
What a play. Another lightning strike we see in this ball game, this time from the Squires and not the Irish. And you saw the defense there keying Tavion Dorsey as they faked the pitch to him and hand it off up the middle. Irish get gutted up the middle of their defense. First play of the Squires in this second half, and that is the kind of tone you want to set for the second half of the ball game for the Squires.
Full house backfield as the Squires will go for 2. Play fake. Schermeyer rolling, looking to throw. Now running out of time, being pressured, and a pass is batted down by Brennan. Schermeyer, I think, may have had a guy initially open, didn't see him, so the 2-point PAT is no good, and the score remains York Catholic 23, Delone Catholic 12, 11:40 left in the Maple Donuts third quarter. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iacono's, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iacono's. They'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right. Iacono's is the place to get it done. Iacono's, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
All right, we are back here at York Catholic, and a Fast Signs kick your way here is a little more life in the Squires after the big run by Schneeringer as the kickoff end over end taken on the run at the 22-yard line by Bahoff. Makes one guy miss, cuts back toward the middle of the field, still weaving his way through the Squires defense and gets it out to the 47-yard line. Nice return that time by Joe Bahoff. Play made for Delone by Caden Rosenberry on special teams. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Irish at their own 48-yard line. Let's get our Yorktown roofing and scoring update from that last drive by Delone.
Like I said, lightning quick strike for the Squires. as Sean Sneeringer on the first snap of the second half goes 71 yards, 16 seconds, and gives us our score. Squires 12, Irish 23.
And a flag flies as Kennard takes it straight upfield, picks up about 4 or 5. Chase Kint, the 5'8", 225-pound senior defensive tackle on the stop, but it's illegal motion against the Irish, so that'll move it back to the 43 and make it first down and 15.
Gonna make for first down and 15.
This is almost like deja vu. This is how we saw the Irish start in the first half with a big explosive play. Took them 2 plays. Squires 1. And the Squires started having issues with penalties.
Yep.
York Catholic mirrors that. See if the Squires can hold on here on defense as the Irish are set up at first and 15.
At their own 43. Wide receiver each way. Yokemic out of the gun. Hands it to Kennard. And Jakar running hard, but nowhere to go as he has may have got a yard or so as the tackle by Zachary Hart and Wade Niederer. And they'll mark it right at the 40. They'll mark it at the 44, gain of 1, and it'll be second down and 14 from there. In honor by the late, great Yogi Berra, it was deja vu all over again.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good Yogiism.
Yeah. I'll tell you, he will be missed. You know, I didn't realize the player he was until, and they always listening to Sports Talk this week. He had 358 career home runs. He was in an American League MVP 3 times, won 10 World Series rings with the Yankees, and caught Don Larson's perfect game in 1956.
He was in the running for MVP for another 4.
Yep. On second down and long, Kennard off the left side. Oh, he is smacked. He was hit, and it was Wade Niederer again in there, Damian Rodriguez, and they drop him at the 45, and it's going to be 3rd and 13 after a gain of 1. The Irish are hitting here, Gareth. They came to play in the second half.
That's right. Squires laying the wood right now on defense. Get that momentum after a big, quick strike on offense. Continue to keep the momentum on defense. And the Irish are facing a 3rd and 13.
Their own 45. Yokemic works out of the gun. The blitz is picked up. He has some time. Now the pressure comes down the middle of the field. He goes for ball off. It's picked off by Dorsey, who drops the football. And I think Dorsey was able to get on it. Dorsey with the pick at the 29-yard line. They went down the middle of the field for Bahoff, and Dorsey playing center field picks it off, and the Squires have it on the turnover at their own 29-yard line. First down and 10.
Quarterback Yokemic was looking for the wheel route. Brandon Creasher, great defense. The Squires boxed in. Creasher on the outside down the sideline. Yokemic tries to go down the middle. A lot of traffic down the middle, and great interception. Squires continue to keep the momentum.
Yep.
And have this first down at the 29-yard line.
All right, 10:02 left in the Maple Donuts third. The Irish lead is 11, but Delone on the board already in the second half. And they hand it off to Dorsey on a little counter play, and he's out to the 35-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4. So now it's Delone starting to open the holes up front.
9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Clock rolling. You're fighting Irish 23.
We'll see if the Squires have good luck starting at the 29-yard line. Their last possession started at the 29-yard line, and they were able to punch it in on a lightning quick 71-yard scamper.
Second down, Schermeyer under center, hands it off to Sneeringer, the guy that made the big run. Sean Sneeringer fights his way out to about the 39-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. Jake Hamilton on the stop from his linebacker position. They say he's just short. It's going to be third down and a few inches here for the Squires.
So in the first half, the Squires did a terrible job on third down. They had 7 possessions in the first half, 4 3-and-outs. Third down's a big play for these Squires. And here they are, 3rd and short, need to convert.
Schermeyer under center. Colin Signals takes the snap, gives it to Sneeringer, and Sneeringer got the line. He got to the 40. Didn't need much, didn't get a whole lot, but got a yard, and the surge of the line was enough, and first down for the Squires at their own 40-yard line.
Squires barrel ahead just enough to get the first down. The Irish defense not giving it up easily.
They mark that out to the 41, so it'll be a gain of 2 for Sean Sneeringer. And a first down for the Squires now. The clock, well, they have a shoe issue here. Looks like Schermeyer tying the shoe there, so they're going to give him a moment. He's tying the shoe of one of his linemen, and now they'll wind the clock after they set the, well, they never gave us a signal to wind the clock. Should be rolling. No, he didn't. So it's first down. And 8:49 left here in the third. Schermeyer again under center now. Puts Dorsey in motion, give it straight ahead instead to the up back. And I think it's Zachary Hart. The pile still moving forward. No, it is Sneeringer. Wow, that was a rugby scrum there for those of you watching on Game Time. And Sneeringer moves that pile forward to the 46-yard line, a gain of 5. Bunch of Irish in there. Sean Lamont was in there, Jake Hamilton, Luke Brennan. But it's a good gain on first, gain of 5, second down and 5.
It's the same play we saw the Squires score on their last possession, going 71 yards for the touchdown. The Irish not being fooled.
Second and 5 at the Squire 46. Umbrumman is the wide receiver to the top of the formation, and a flag flies, and you figure this is going to be motion against the Squires. It is. Squires having a tough time with penalties tonight, and here they have a lot of momentum, and they go from a 2nd and 5 now to a 2nd and 10.
You got to hold your water, especially when you have the momentum like this. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. And I've said it before, penalties are drive killers.
2nd and 10.
It is second, but they do have porta potties back here.
That's right.
So you don't have to hold it forever. But anyway,
touche.
Sorry. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line now for the Squires, down by 11, 23-12, 7:54 left in the Maple Donuts third quarter. Schermeyer, counter give to Dorsey. Dorsey trying to get the corner, does get the corner to the 45, the 50, the 45 of the Irish, and finally corralled at about the 43-yard line of York Catholic. Joe Bahoff on the stop mark at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on a little counter play and a first down.
And then up at the York Catholic.
And with that, gives the Squires their second first down of this second half, and eclipse their first half where they only had one first down the entire first half.
That's the old Washington Redskins counter play, wasn't it?
That
John
was.
Riggins.
A lot of action back there.
First down now, and Schermeyer under center. Puts a man in motion again to Dorsey off the right side, making guys miss. Shakes and bakes to the outside, and is wrestled down by Andrew Polson. Gain of about 8 or 9, though, for Dorsey, down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It'll be second down, and, well, they marked that at the 42, so it's second down and about 1.
And this would be a good opportunity for the Squires to go play action and take a shot downfield.
Second and short. Schermeyer under center, the ball at the 33. They're going to give it straight ahead to Sneeringer off the left side, and he has the first down. Brandon Kreischer brings him down, but not until he gets down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7 and a first down for the Squires, and they are now, that offensive line for Delone is really taking command here in the second half.
Exactly what I was about to mention is that size that we talked about of the Squires offensive line is finally starting to take over.
First and 10, Schermeyer, quick snap, gives it off to Sneeringer off the left side. Ulysses Smith grabs him and rolls him down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 2, and it'll be second down and 8.
Anxious to see what head coach Corey Zortman does on offense as he's got the Irish defense on their heels. Time to open up this playbook.
Center Derek Smith out over the football, 6'2", 250-pound junior. And Schermeyer will come under center. Backs are split behind him. Dorsey in the slot to the near side. Ball on the near hash mark as the Squires go right to left, and they give it to Sneeringer. Sneeringer up the middle, tries to cut back to the left. Gets about 2 or 3 yards, and before he is grabbed by Ryan Sewell and Joe Heldrick and brought down a gain of 3, and it's going to be third down at about 5.
We saw in the first half
down and a long 6.
4 third down attempts for the Squires, only able to convert once in the first half. Thus far, they are 1 for 1. And they're setting themselves up with a 3rd and 6 from the 23-yard line.
Schermeyer under center. Again, the back split behind him. Takes the snap and drops to throw. Rolling right, has time, still rolling, now being chased, and throws it at the last minute, has his man, and it is Sneeringer inside the 10, dropped by Dan Yokemic down at about the 7-yard line. So good job of Schermeyer to keep that play alive, rolling away from the defense, and it's a gain of 16 down to the 7-yard line, a first and goal as the Squires move into the Weckers Carpet red zone.
2 for 2 on third down conversions in this second half for the Squires. Great job finding that open space. They run the waggle pass to the right, and as we go, moving from our right to left, they're set up 1st and goal from the 7.
Schermeyer puts hard in motion, gives it to Sneeringer straight up the middle, patiently using his blocks inside the 5 or to right around the 5-yard line before the Irish shove him backward. It'll be a gain of 2 for Sneeringer, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Squires.
We talked about it being gut check time for this Squires unit, and they came out this second half rolling, breathing fire so far.
Nick Castellanos in on the defensive line for the Irish. Saw his dad Carlos up here at halftime. Schermeyer puts a man in motion. It's Dorsey. And to give it to Sneeringer up the middle, cuts to the right a little bit, gets down to about the 2-yard line before the Irish gang up on him and push him back there. Looks like Luke Brennan was in on the stop. Dan Yokemic there. So it's down to the 2-yard line. Joe Heldrick on the bottom of the pile. Gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2.
Certainly 4-down territory at this point for the Squires offense, and as we come up on the 11th play of this drive, this is what you want from an offense, to hold on and be the defense, keep the ball from the Irish.
Schermeyer under center, 3rd and goal from the 2. Puts Dorsey in motion, takes the snap, gives it to Dorsey off the right side, dives for the goal line. Did he get there? And yes, delayed signal. Dorsey diving across the end zone line. And that cuts it to 23-18 as the Squires come out and answer the bell here in the second half.
Impressive effort by Dorsey to get in the end zone, as we saw number 17, Brandon Creasher, penetrate, come flying upfield, almost have the tackle, tripped up Dorsey, but Dorsey with the second effort, able to make it across the goal line.
Dorsey into the end zone for the first time tonight, 3rd time this season. And Delone going to go for 2 now. They're down by 5 at the moment. Schermeyer under center, takes the snap. Play fake, looking to throw, throws the fade for Leffler, too far. Good coverage by Bahoff, so the PAT is no good. But with 3:39 left in the Maple Donuts 3rd quarter, Delone, 2 straight scores in the 3rd quarter. They've crawled back within 5. The Irish 23, the Squires 18. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350.
Has the recent road construction on Market Street or Route 30 in York bothered you? Well, it's for sure that it's bothered the steering and suspension on your vehicle. At Fink's Garage, we've been straightening cars out for nearly 90 years. Call and let us align your car. Fink's Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center. 717-854-5175. That's 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
We need to give them 30 reasons to do some push-ups here soon.
And we're back here at York Catholic. Ron Ruman, Garrett Hissong with you. And Squires made it a game here. They were down 23-6 at the half. It's now 23-18. A Fast Signs kick coming your way here from Nathan West. In the Maple Donuts 3rd quarter, 3:39 left. West puts the foot to it. Again, a short end-over-end kick to the 28-yard line. Grabbed there by Andrew Polson, and he's run out of bounds at about the 38 or 39-yard line, making the tackle Noah Kendrick for Delone. 1st and 10 for the Irish. Let's get our Yorktown roofing and scoring recap. Yeah, roofing and siding scoring recap.
Now, the Squire team, their mascot might not be the Irish, but a lot of Catholics on that squad, a lot of Irish boys. I think that 29-yard line is where the luck is coming from for the Squires. They start there twice, and twice go 71 yards to score. On that last drive, took them 11 plays, 6 minutes, 23 seconds, and finish with a 2-yard touchdown run. Tavian Dorsey, York Catholic 23, Delone 18.
Irish drone 39, 1st and 10. Yokemic out of the gun, hands it off to Kennard, trying to get wide left, cannot do it. He is slammed down for a 3-yard loss, and Brady Rapaski comes through from his linebacker spot to make that play. 6'1", 175-pound junior. It's a loss of 2, and it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Delone squad came out on fire, like I've been saying, in the second half, and have not taken their foot off the gas yet. Impressive change of events for this team.
2nd and 12. Irish ball at their own 37. Now Delone showing the blitz. Yochemic pitches it to Kennard, trying to get wide. He's cut back inside. Kintz made him cut back inside. He goes down at the 34. Loss of 3 more. It's going to be 3rd down and 15. And Chase Kint did what on that play, my friend?
Contain the edge. Great job coming upfield, forcing the ball carrier back inside to where the help.
3rd and 15 at the 34 now. Yochemic out of the gun. 2:30 left in the 3rd. Irish up 5, but the momentum is with the Squires. Yochemic drops the throw, and he gets it to Bob, who dropped it on the little, and that might be an interception. Oh, I thought that was a pick. Delone, I don't know what they're going to say. I do not think that ball hit the ground. Ballhoff dropped it. I thought it went off of his foot, bounced up in the air. Bryce Perkins got it. Delone thinks they have it, and they do. It is an interception. Bryce Perkins, the defensive end, and that is the right call. That ball never hit the ground. We had a great look at it, and it is Squire ball at the Irish 34-yard line, 1st and 10. A pick.
And the luck stays on the Squires side. The ball bouncing their way. Squires set up with great field position, the best of the night. The 34-yard line of the Irish.
So 1st and 10, Delone with a touchdown here. They could take the lead, as improbable as that may seem, after the Irish dominated the first half. On 1st down, Sneeringer, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage and driven backward, and he's going to lose about 2 yards. Coming through to make that play that time was Ryan Ratchford. And Ratchford shooting the gap that time. It's a 1-yard loss for Sneeringer, and it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Waiting. I've been waiting to see when this Irish team was going to come out with some fire and fight back in this second half, because they aren't done yet.
Sumbrum wide to the top of the formation. Squires go right to left at the 35. 2nd down and 11. Oh, 2 guys moved that time. That's going to be motion against Delone. 2 guys moved. Dorsey moved, and the man on the other side there, Zachary Hart, moved. You can't do that. You can do it in Canada, I think, but not here. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty back to the 40, and it'll be 2nd and 16 from there.
Watched a lot of football in my young life, Ron, and you are correct. You cannot do that.
No.
2 guys trying to get a head start at the same time.
So 2nd and 15, Delone trying to capitalize 2nd and 16 on this turnover. 1:32 left in the 3rd. Irish still lead by 5. Schermeyer under center now. Brian Collins signals, takes the snap, gives it to Dorsey. Dorsey pushes his man ahead of him to make the block, and Tavian is down to about the 37, 38-yard line. Looks like Ulysses Smith came through and made the hit. Down to the 37-yard line. Gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down, about 13 from there.
A 3rd and long here for the Squires. Still don't want to try to get all this back at once. We haven't seen the Squires have any success with any plays down the field. Everything's been short tonight. Any kind of success in the passing game's got to be short, and stick to your bread and butter plays. Try to get this 1st down and 2 downs.
Split backs behind Schermeyer, who's under center. Single wide receiver. A little counterplay to Dorsey. It's worked for him. He cuts back upfield against the grain, breaking tackles. He's inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. The tackle there by Andrew Polson. He's going to be about 4 yards short of the 1st down. He picked up about 8 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Squires. I think they'll go for it here.
So there's your Redskins misdirection play from the Skins glory days, I suppose.
Yeah, Joe Theismann and John Riggins out there.
So Squires get themselves in a manageable 4th down, 4th and 4, as we'll let the clock run down, and they'll start the 4th quarter looking to get a 1st down.
And that is it. We've played 3. The Irish 23, the Squires 18. This time out courtesy of your neighborhood family markets. The York Mitsubishi 4th quarter coming your way next. It's a good one. Don't go away here on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Saubles, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Going to the dentist has never been on people's favorite things to do list. That's why Dr. Anthony Lupinetti goes out of his way to assure you and your family that we're a little different. Using the latest technology, Dr. Lupinetti is able to let you sit in luxury and comfort while he keeps your teeth and gums healthy. Welcome our new associate, Dr. Matt Green, a York Catholic grad. Open daily Monday through Friday. For an appointment, call 854-3310. For more info, visit springwooddental.com. Dr. Anthony Lupinetti, 2084 Springwood Road, York.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And we're ready to start the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter, 4th and 4 for Delone at the Irish 28-yard line. Schermeyer to throw, rolling left, firing. Oh, through the hands of Dorsey, who went up high to try and grab it inside the 20. Got his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. And on the incomplete pass on downs, the Squires will turn it over to the Irish, who will take possession at their own 28-yard line.
He's going to go back the other way to the Irish.
It was a tough catch, but one Dorsey probably should have made.
Yeah, we've seen Schermeyer all night miss his targets and make things tough for receivers. And there again, you see Dorsey needing to make an athletic move, and would have been an acrobatic catch to go up, turn his body, and try to come down with that. Normally we see Dorsey come up with those plays.
So the Irish get it now. It's been a Delone half, but the Irish still up 5. 11:55 left in the fourth. Yokemic out of the gun. Wide receiver each way. Irish go right to left. Here's the snap. And a play fake to Kennard, and Yokemic, big hole on the right side, and he's got near a first down, tripped up by Schermeyer. And Yokemic slow getting up, and he does get out to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11, first down. We'll make sure Yokemic is okay. Looked a little gingerly got up there, but he's staying in there. So 1st and 10 at the 39 for the Irish. Yokemic again out of the gun.
39-yard line.
York Catholic moving from our right to left.
Yokemic takes the snap this time. He gives it to Kennard. Kennard off the left side, cuts upfield, and he crosses the 45 out to about the 47. Gain of 8 before they wrap him up there as Ryan Hart, the guy on the first stop for Delone. It's a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Irish get some momentum back on that turnover on downs. Big run from Yokemic, and they're marching now with 2nd and short.
Yokemic out of the gun. Quick snap gives it to Kennard off the left side. He's got a first down across the 50 to the 47-yard line for the hit is made there initially by Logan Panzer, but it is a gain of 5 and a first down for the Squires, or for the Irish rather.
From about the 47-yard line of the...
This is looking more reminiscent of the first half. Squires not doing a good job of containing the run.
Yokemic again out of the gun, and Kennard straight up the gut. Oh man, is he nailed right at the 45-yard line. And he was really stuck that time by Zachary Hart. And it's going to be a gain of about 2, 2nd down and 8.
Zach Hart's a big physical football player. Makes a lot of plays on both sides of the ball and plays in space. Impressive football player.
Irish quickly back to the line. Wide receiver each way. Yokemic in the gun. He's got Kennard in the backfield with him. To Yokemic's left. Yokemic moves him to the other side. Now he's going to run out of time here. We're down to about 2 on the play clock and didn't get it off. That's going to be a delay of game against the Irish, and that's going to move him back 5. It's going to make it 2nd and 12 from just on the Irish side of midfield. Now, are they talking about this? And the Irish got a timeout. So the Irish got that timeout before they called it. So York Catholic charged with a timeout. We'll take you with them as well. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by Wells Band Sports Medicine, the Irish 23, the Squires 18, 10-11 left here in the game.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Both wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943.
Hi, this is Eric Depew, head coach of the York Catholic Fighting Irish. You're listening to the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
All right, Coach, and Daniel Kemick on the keeper dives to the 39-yard line. He picks up 11. It's going to be third down and about 2 from there for the Irish.
Third and about 3 yards to go.
Big third down for both these squads as the Irish try to take the momentum back in this ball game, as it's been a second half dominated by the Squires.
So third down and a long 2. Oh, and the Squires may have jumped, but they got back apparently, and they hand it off to Kennard. Kennard is hit in the backfield, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a half a yard, and Brady Rapaski again through to make that play. He's having a great defensive game. It's a loss of 1 back to the 40. It's going to be fourth down and 3 from there for the Irish, and they're showing every indication they're going to go for it.
A big call here for Eric Depew.
No, maybe not. They're going to punt. Finks Garage punt. Luke Brennan drops into punt formation.
And again, watch out. You got a punter who does this rugby style, does a little run before he boots it. And he's got the awareness. He's a good football player to take it off and get the first down if he sees some green.
Irish up 5, 9 minutes left. Good snap. He runs to his right, does Brennan, and now he boots it away, angling for the sideline, and it hits it about out of bounds at around the 21 or 22-yard line. The Squires are going to have it over there at the 22, first and 10. They're down 5, 8:50 left. Let's get a Browns Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update from around the league. Hanover trying to go 4-0. The Nighthawks lead Bermudian 20-14 in the fourth. Southwestern 14, New Oxford 6. Colonials hanging with the Mustangs in the fourth. Dover 25, Gettysburg 14. That's in the fourth. Eagles trying to get to 500. Suburban leading Kennerdale 28-6. The Trojans trying to get to 500. Northeastern on its way to 4-0, 35-0 over the Central York Panthers, who are about to go to 1-3. Schermeyer under center. Brian will call the signals. Back split behind them, a wide receiver each way from the 22-yard line. And they hand it straight ahead to, I think that's Sneeringer. He's corralled after a yard or 2. Pretty good defense by the middle of that line. It was Sean Sneeringer.
One attempt up the middle.
And it's going to be a gain of
Brought down by Liam Landis.
2. Liam Landis making the play. The big guy in there at 6'4", 300 pounds. A sophomore, Gareth. Get him some quarter pounders, will you? And it's a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, we haven't emphasized that enough. Both these teams, very young, junior-laden teams.
Yep. 2nd and about 7, ball at the 25 now. Schermeyer pitches it to Dorsey, looking for the edge, has blockers in front of him now, and he's out to the 30, out to the 31 before he's gang tackled there by Yo Kemick and Lamont and Smith. It's a gain of 6. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2.5.
Squires again doing what they didn't do in the first half and setting themselves up with 3rd and manageable. Let's see what kind of play they come out with here on 3rd and 3 as they sit on the 31-yard line, moving from our left to right.
Schermeyer will go under center. Zumbrum is split to the near side. They give it to Sneeringer off the left side, and Sean, I think, got out enough. He did. He got out to the 34-yard line, almost the 35. So it's a gain of 3 and a first down for the Squires.
It's like they're going to move the chains first.
Time and time again in this second half, we see those scrum-type plays where you get the second effort from the running back and the offensive line. Squires doing a great job efforting and pushing this Irish front.
1st and 10 at the 35, 7:20 left in the game. New York Catholic 23, Delone Catholic 18. In the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter, they give it to Zachary Hart off the left side. Hart tries to get to the corner and dives out to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 5. Be 2nd and 5 from there. Looks like Daniel Kemick, Ulysses Smith on the stop.
Long 5, nearly 6 to go.
And really interesting, this Irish defense needs to bow up because we haven't seen any success from the Squires passing game. York Catholic knows what's coming. We have a player down on the field.
We do, and they'll attend to him. I can't see who it is. The referee is right in front of me, and it is Zachary Hart, but he pops up, so I think he's going to be okay. Let's get some other Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scores. Dallastown hanging on against Spring Grove in the fourth, 17-10. Wildcats looking to go 4-0. Exeter Township big over Susquehannock, 35-0 in the fourth. West York Bulldogs closing in on their first win of the year. They lead Eastern 42-14. Eastern will drop to 2-2. We'll have them against Dover next week. Dover trying to get to 2-2. And Redline 56. William Penn nothing in the fourth quarter. The Lions about to go to 3-1. Here it is 2nd down and 5 at the Squires 40-yard line. 6:51 left in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. And a delayed handoff to Sneeringer, picking his way up the middle. Gets out to about the 43. And big old Liam Landis is there again, along with Sean Lamont. And it's going to be a gain of 3, and it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Squires.
3 to go.
I'll tell you what, Ron, Zach Hart, physical player, as he was helped off the field with trainer Jen Sherdell. I'd be surprised if he comes back in. When I was playing, she was trainer. You get a little nick on your knee, and she tried to keep you out, that motherly influence. Good luck getting back in, Hart.
3rd and 2 now, and the handoff is to Dorsey. Dorsey's going to have the first down. He slid out just to the 46-yard line. Stopped initially, but got through. Ryan Sewell on the stop, but a gain of 3 for Dorsey, and the Squires move the sticks.
We talked about this in the keys to the game in our pregame show, that the best defense for the Squires team going up against a bunch of playmakers for the Irish is to hold the ball on offense, and we've seen that thus far this second half.
1st and 10 at the Squires 46 now, clock at 5:55. Delone down by 5, and Schermeyer hands it off, trying to get the far corner, and a gain of about 8 or 9, and on the carry that time was Ryan Hart. So Ryan Hart on the run for the first time tonight, and Hart picks up about 8, and it's going to be 2nd and 2. Yokemic on the stop.
If
you're just joining us, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left on a winding clock in the fourth quarter. The Irish lead Delone 23-18, and Delone is marching as they are on the 48-yard line of the Irish.
Sneeringer up the middle he goes. He's got a first down. Sneeringer moves the pile forward down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and right now the Squires are winning that battle at the line, and Sneeringer with 7 and a first down.
Line is doing a great job this second half. I said before the game, this size advantage might wear out the Irish front, and I didn't believe that after watching the first half, but it might turn out to be true.
They pitch it to Dorsey. Dorsey looking for the corner here in the near side, and the flag flies. Dorsey got down to the 37, but they are going to flag Brandon Zumbrum for the clip at the 42-yard line. It's going to negate the short gain, and that's going to set the Squires back. Trying to create space for his guy to run. Got somebody in the back.
Towards the southern end of the stadium.
And that's Danny Yokemic. Hear his name again and again all night. He's a tough guy to block. Does a great job of getting position. Doesn't allow the wide receiver to get inside of him. He keeps his leverage, pries with his arm and his elbow with a nice swim move, or a rip move, I apologize, and draws the foul.
They got the hold actually on Zumbrum, so it's a 10-yard spot foul back to the 48 of Delone, and from there it is 1st and 22. In motion goes Hart. They hand it to Dorsey. Dorsey on the counter. Dorsey across midfield down to the 46. Andrew Polson is there along with Ryan Sewell. Move it to the 46. It's a gain of 6, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 16 from there.
Both these big-time playmaking running backs for the Irish and the Squires, Dorsey for the Squires, Kennard for the Irish, had that same shifty mentality, shifty demeanor. Couldn't tackle them in a phone booth.
2nd and 16 now. Play fake. Schermeyer to throw. Rolling left. Has time. Fires it deep down the far sideline. And too far. Was going for Zumbrum over there. Bahoff was on the coverage, but the pass about 5 yards beyond the receiver. So on that incompletion, it will be 3rd and 16. The Delone, the ball at the York Catholic 46, 3:49 left in the game, and the score York Catholic 23 and Delone 18.
Again, we continue to see the struggles of Brian Schermeyer at quarterback, missing his targets. That time, plenty of time, gets to settle his feet, give it all he has. He can certainly get it downfield if the line gives him time, but off the mark.
3rd and 16 now. Back split behind Brian Schermeyer under center. Calling the signals. Takes the snap. Play fake. Looking to throw. Has time. Fires it across the middle. It's kind of up for grabs, and Bahoff able to bat it away from Larry Leffler down there. Leffler looked at the official, but that was a good defensive play by Joe Bahoff, who went high and batted that one away at the 20-yard line. It's incomplete, 4th down. It looks like a Finks Garage punt for the Squires.
And we just saw a very similar play, but on the other side, the Irish threw that same pass, and it was an interception. Dorsey came down with it on defense. Squires try to go with the same play, almost the same result.
And Schermeyer will drop in punt formation. Bahoff and Kreischer are deep for the Irish. 3:42 left now, so still plenty of time. Delone maybe trying to pin him deep here, get a 3 and out, get the ball back. Good snap, and Schermeyer will boot it. Pretty good kick this time, angling for the sideline. Ball hits at about the 10, bounces, and gets into the end zone. Delone unable to get down there to down it. So good try, but no cigar for the Squires. And the Irish will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 3:33 left in the York Mitsubishi 4th, and York Catholic protecting a 5-point lead.
York Catholic in the second half, only having 3 possessions, 2 in the 3rd quarter, 1 so far in the 4th. The first 2 were 3 and outs that both resulted in interceptions. And their 1 possession so far in the 4th quarter was a 6-play drive, ended in a punt. Squires have their timeouts in their pocket. They need to get a stop here.
On 1st down, Yokemik gives it to, no, he keeps it. Good fake by Yokemik, and Dan runs it out to about the 23-yard line, stopped by Wade Niederer there. Gain of 3, it's going to be 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and about 7 to go.
Squires defense
Following a 3-yard keeper.
expecting runs. I would go with the risk and stay aggressive on offense and throw something to my tight end, Luke Brennan.
Always the tight ends, always.
He's a big target.
He is. And he has a nice catch tonight, too. On 2nd down, Yokemik pitches it deep to Kennard, makes the cut, got the block in the backfield, and is good open field tackle about the 26-yard line made by Brian Schermeyer, who came up from his defensive back spot. And Delone's going to take a timeout now. It was a gain of about 3 for Kennard to the 26, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for the Irish. 2:46 left as the Squires use their first timeout to stop the clock.
Called by Delone.
Squires did a great job making halftime adjustments, came out this second half, and we saw a completely different defense that was shutting off the edge and not allowing the playmaker Jakar Kennard to get on the edge and bust it for big ones.
All right, so we have 2:46 left here in the football game, and if Delone can get a stop here, we will have probably an Irish punt. There's 2:55 remaining in the football game. It's 3rd and 4, Irish at their own 26-yard line. It's opening week of division play in the York Adams League. Glad you're with us here. Ron Ruman, Gareth Hissong, Jamie Evans on the video on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350. Dan Yokemik working out of the gun. 2 backs to his left, 2 wide receivers to the top of the formation. Here's the snap. Yokemik going to run. The straight keeper looking for the corner, and he's not going to get there. He gained a yard or 2, but Delone able to make the play, and they'll stop the clock again with their 2nd timeout. And on the bottom of the pile was Bryce Perkins, defensive end, who's had a nice game defensively for the Squires. And we'll see where they mark this. They'll mark it at the 27-yard line, looks like, so a gain of 1, and it will be 4th down for the Irish and a Finks Garage punt after this timeout. We will take a timeout as well here on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Need new flooring? Buy it at the store voted best in York and recommended by more of your friends, Wecker's Flooring Center. Here's why. Wecker's has far more flooring in their warehouse than any home center, with prices on remnants and rolls that no one can match. For hardwood that lasts a lifetime and laminate that's good for your family, Wecker's is your store. Plus, Wecker's has their own installation crews, so you feel good about them in your home. Right now, ask about free carpet installation. Trust Wecker's Flooring Center off the Route 30 Hellam exit.
Hi, I'm Delone Catholic football coach Corey Zortman. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. 1st in York, First in Sports.
Situation is this, 2:47 left, York Catholic 23, Delone 18, and one timeout left for the Squires. Luke Brennan in the Finks Garage punt formation here for the Irish. Ball is snapped a little low. Ball's on the ground. Brennan under pressure gets it away. Good job by him. Hits at the Squires 46 and bounces down to the 41. Great job by Luke Brennan, who picked up that ball after he dropped it and got it away under pressure. So the Delone Catholic Squires now, and they marked this for some reason at the 43. I guess somebody touched it there. So Delone will have it 1st and 10, 57 yards away, 2:36 left, and they have one timeout remaining.
As we mentioned, both these teams are young on both sides of the ball. A lot of juniors on both these teams. High pressure situations. Who's going to step up?
Brian Schermeyer under center. Puts Dorsey in motion, takes a snap. Oh, he wanted to hand it off, nobody there, and Schermeyer has to go down for a yard loss. Busted play on 1st down, so Delone will face a 2nd down and 11 now after that one. Got a final. Southwestern gets to 3-1, 21-6 over New Oxford. Susquehannock drops to 1-3. They lose 35-0 to Exeter Township. Get you some more Browns Orchards and Farm Market scores in a moment. 2nd and 11, clock at 2:10. Schermeyer, Brian puts Hart in motion, play fake, he wants to throw, fires it down the far sideline, going for Dorsey. Dorsey unable to make the play at the sideline. Coverage by Andrew Polson, ball a little bit high and maybe out of bounds. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11 now for the Squires at their own 42, 2:01 left, and the Irish lead is 5.
Squires flood the left side of the field. Schermeyer throwing it downfield. And continuation of no success in the passing game. Air attack for the Squires.
Schermeyer just 3 of 13 tonight. 2 wide receivers to the near side now. Brian going out of the gun. Play fake, he rolls to his right. Oh, he's got Zumbrum wide open, and he finds him across the 50-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 47. That should be good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 12 and a 1st down for the Squires. Well-run play that time. Zumbrum got open, and Brian Schermeyer put it on the money.
Good throw by Schermeyer there. That's what I've been waiting to see out of him. I knew he had it in him. They get him on the run, roll the pocket out, and throws with some velocity, and Zumbrum not able to get the 1st down. He's short.
Oh, boy, I don't know about that. They may have to measure. I thought he gave him the 1st down. And the ball looks like it's just inside the 48 now, and maybe it's not a 1st down. I don't know. I thought he had another half yard or so, and maybe are they not even going to measure?
It's tough to see with this York Catholic team.
They're going to measure
up the hash marks.
Yeah.
Looks like an official
ball is laying right in the 48-yard hash mark line.
1 minute and 54 seconds remaining.
I still think they might get it. The nose of the ball is inside the 48, but we will see. Maybe not.
I thought the original spot was better.
I thought it was too. And they did not get it. It is short by about 6 inches. I do think that was a bad spot. I think he had about another half yard or so. So it's going to be 4th down now and 6 inches. The ball is just inside the Irish 48. $1:54 left. Delone has 1 timeout left. Now the clock will stop if they get the 1st down until they reset the chains.
Presumably Delone will go for it. Down 5.
So the ball resting just inside the Irish 48. York Catholic leads by 5. 1:54 left. Delone 4th and inches.
Squires offensive line been wearing out the defensive front for the Irish so far in this 2nd half. Let's see if the Irish can respond and stop on this 4th and a few chain links.
Full house backfield. Dorsey is the deep back. Brian Schermeyer under center. His center is Derek Smith. Officials whistle the ball into play. Brian Schermeyer under center. And a quarterback sneak, and he's got it as that Delone line fired off that time, and they'll move it forward to the 45-yard line. Picks up 3 and a 1st down. $1:50 left. Clock will wind once it is set, and we wind it. Delone needs to hustle a little bit here. They have 1 timeout left. They're still in the huddle. Clock down to 1:42.
18, At about the 45 of the York Catholic Fighting Irish, Delone, 1st and 10.
Brian Schermeyer under center, back split behind him, takes the snap, gives it to Dorsey, who gives it back to Hart on the counter play. Hart on the left side, Hart, and the flag flies. Hart's down to about the 40-yard line. It was a gain of 5, but we'll see. Hart's head snapped around like it might have been a face mask.
That's going to be a face mask against the Irish.
Yeah, you can see Hart's head snap quickly to the left. Personal foul, face mask on the Irish, so they'll tack 15 onto the end of that run, and they'll move it down to the 25 of York Catholic, and it will be a first down for Delone with 1:26 left, and the Irish lead at 5, but a bit tenuous at the moment. A couple other scores for you. Hanover looking to go to 4-0. They lead Bermudian 22-14 in the 4th. Northeastern pounds Central 42-0. The Bobcats are undefeated. Dover's 2-2. They beat Gettysburg 25-14. Suburban up over Kennerdale 34-12 in the 4th. Dallastown 20. Spring Grove 10 in the 4th. Wildcats looking to go 4-0. West York 42. Eastern 14 in the 4th. And Red Lion 63, William Penn nothing in the 4th. Schermeyer turns, hands it off to Sneeringer, who bounces off some tacklers at the line. He's at the 20, down the far sideline. Sneeringer diving for the end zone. He's in. Sneeringer with the run of 25 yards with 1:06 left. Excuse me, and Delone goes up by 1, 24-23.
The Squires respond and finish the drive to take the lead in the 4th quarter, and there is an audible silence for this homecoming York Catholic squad.
It was 23-6 at halftime. Irish have been shut out in the second half. Delone has put up 18. Delone takes its final timeout now as they will line up for the, I think, a 2-point conversion to try and make it a 3-point lead. Remember, Luke Brennan of York Catholic missed a 40-yard field goal in the first half, but he had the distance. It was just a little bit left. So we know Luke has the big foot. The Irish have a $1.06 left. They have 2 timeouts left. We have seen them make some big plays. So wherever you are, don't go anywhere because this one's far from over.
Once again, ladies
Tell you what, if it transpires
please be safe on the way home as you drive.
and Brennan comes out with a game-winning field goal kick, they must switch the results of the homecoming king.
Tonight, from near and far.
Did you lose a vote in high school for that or something?
We appreciate your continued
I'm stuck on it.
Okay.
Bitter.
all these events in this spirit.
Well, this has been a great game, folks. You know, we haven't had a dud yet. We've had 4 for 4 this season, and glad you're with us here.
First half scared me.
Yeah. Here on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. Next week, Eastern at Dover. After that, Southwestern at Red Lion. So, tell you what, that could be a dandy, the Mustangs and the Lions. Lions hanging 63 on York High tonight. Bearcats have scored at 63-6. And Southwestern has won, so they're now 3-1. 2-point conversion. Schermeyer hands it off, and it is not going to get there as Dorsey, I believe, was stopped short. And, well, it was hard, I think, but the Irish stop him in any case. So it's a 1-point lead, 24-23. Delone leading, 1:06 remaining. We will have a fast signs kick coming. The Irish, with 2 timeouts, we'll see if they can pull this one out here down the stretch. The Northeastern has defeated Central 42-0, so the Bobcats 4-0. Hanover is 4-0. The Nighthawks over Bermudian 22-14. Suburban is at 500 as they win 2 in a row, defeating Kennerdale 34-12. Littlestown's defeated York Tech 23-6. Those are the updates we have for you. All righty.
Talked about it was gut check time for the Squires this second half. You see the character to overcome the adversity. Down big, 17 at half. Able to claw their way back. With 1:06 left in the 4th quarter, they're kicking off to the Irish with a 1-point lead.
Fast signs kick from Nathan West. It's a squib along the ground, and Ryan Sewell is there to field it. And the Irish have it at the 48-yard line. So kudos to Ryan Sewell for being alert on that front line, and he gives the Irish the ball 52 yards away and 64 ticks on the clock.
64 seconds remaining in the game. 1st and 10.
Let's get our
Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
There it is. Squires respond. In their last possession, start down 5, and they go 57 yards in 7 plays, a minute 30 seconds, finish with a 25-yard touchdown run, second of the night, fourth of the season for Sean Sneeringer. Delone 24, York Catholic 23.
Kemick out of the gun. Rolls to his left, looking to throw, fires it downfield for Bahoff. Joe went up, got the right hand on it, couldn't bring it in, was hit by Brian Schermeyer after that, and he may be hurt. He is holding his left shin, is Joe Bahoff, as he went high to try and bring that one in. Unable to do it at the 33-yard line, and Joe looks to be in some discomfort down there.
We thank our visiting doctors,
and they're
trainers,
pulling up on the toe, so that might be good news, because that might mean it is just a cramp, which hurts like the dickens, but once you get it worked out, you can keep going.
You got to wonder if that's somehow, that cramp, if that's what it is, somehow affected his ability to come down with that ball.
Maybe. He got up pretty high. I think he'd already lost it when he hit the ground, but I don't know.
He's a very good athlete, and defender behind him clearly had a good chance to come down with the catch.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Joe is up and limping off the sideline, and that left leg is hurting him, but it's not a serious thing, so that is great news for him and, of course, for the Irish as well. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Irish at their own 48. 58 seconds left. Delone by a point.
On their own 48-yard line.
I said it on the last possession for the Squires. Both these teams young on both sides of the ball. High-pressure situation. Who's going to step up and make plays?
3 wides for the Irish. 2 this side, 1 to the top. Kemick in the gun. Quick little flanker screen to Luke Brennan. He's tackled in the backfield by Brady Rapaski, who read that one, came up and made the play. It's going to be a loss of 7. The Irish will stop the clock with 47 seconds left, and they will face a 3rd and 17.
Good physical football play by Rapaski. Wide receiver Brandon Kreischer tried to set the block. Rapaski fights through it and makes a great tackle.
They mark it at the 44, so it's a loss of 4, and it will be 3rd and 14 from there. So, yeah, that was a great play by Rapaski. He's had a good defensive game tonight, has this guy. Linebacker, 6'1", 175 pounds, and a junior, another underclassman for the Squires.
And a game like this just sets up, talk about how young both teams are, and the way this game has transpired thus far.
Game with the Squires leading.
Can't wait to see next year's game. This starting back up. Always a good rivalry game when these two teams clash.
Yep.
And they're feeding on it tonight.
They sure are. 3rd and 14. Irish their own 44. 49 seconds left. They're down by a point. Kemick in the gun. Blitz comes. They pick it up. Fires deep down the middle for Brennan. Gets it at the 30. Brennan at the 20, the 15, the 10. Luke Brennan is into the end zone. No flags. Holy cow.
What a running catch from who else but the tight end, Luke Brennan.
Well, you said you got to use those tight ends, and they did. And Luke Brennan's 4th catch of the night hit him in stride. He broke 1 tackle on the way to the end zone. And with 38 seconds remaining, the Irish go up 29-24 and take their final or their second timeout as they'll set up for the extra point. Beautiful throw by Kemick. He hit Brennan in stride at the 30-yard line. Luke got away from 1 ankle tackle at about the 20 and took it to the house.
Seconds remaining. Let's see what York Catholic brings for the point after.
Ron, how did this homecoming crowd sound after that electric play?
I'd say excited. That might be an understatement.
Boy.
Wow.
Their throats were in their stomachs.
Yeah.
Waiting for a big play from their Irish.
Yep. And they got it.
And the faithful get it.
Wow. This has been a heck of a game. It really has been.
Point gap, 38 seconds remaining. Let's see what the York Catholic coaching staff.
All right.
The Squires defense did a good job trying to jam the receivers coming off the line. Schermeyer on the defense there, but Brennan past him.
Irish
Good
go
catch.
for 2. Kemick rolling right, firing it into the end zone, batted away by Dorsey. So the PAT is no good, but the Irish lead is 5, 29-24, 38 seconds left, and we will have a fast signs kick. Delone is out of timeouts. So whatever they'll do, they're not going to have much time to do it.
So we got a 5-point
And Ron,
game
I looked
remaining.
at you after the Squires scored and took the lead for the first time in this game by 1 point and went with the onside kick on their kickoff. I looked at you with and this is kind of why you pin them down deep. You've been doing a good job in defense this second half. Got a question whether that
the Squires
difference.
Yeah. The Squires doesn't have a real deep kicker though. West kicks have been being fielded somewhere around the 20 or 25. Maybe they were scared of a big return. I don't know.
29 reasons. Good job, ladies.
But they got him. They actually dropped him for a loss. Rapaski dropped Brennan for a loss of 4. So it was, it was third and long. It was third and 14, and it was a beautiful pass down the middle by Yokemic to Brennan for the 56-yard score.
Yeah, how about the play of Dan Yokemic tonight?
Catholic high schools in the area.
We were excited to see how he did as a quarterback after watching him at the slot receiver position in the last 2 years.
Seconds remaining.
And he's had impressive throws tonight. Able to change his speed on balls, deliver it with some touch if he needs to, or add some velocity. Accurate all night.
9 of 14, 2 touchdowns. Does have 2 picks, but made the play when they needed to. And Brennan's had a big night, 4 receptions and 102 yards and a touchdown. Plus, he's done the kicking and the punting for the Irish. And he's going to do it one more time. The fast signs kick from Luke Brennan here in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter. Boots it along the ground, keep it away from Dorsey, but Dorsey's going to get it anyway. Pick it up at the 11. Dorsey with green shirts all over the place. Makes a couple guys miss, but is going to be hemmed in and go down at about the 16 or 17-yard line with 29 seconds left. And Delone will have a first and 10 at about the 17-yard line, 16-yard line. No timeouts. So we'll see what the Squires can do here in desperation time.
Delone Catholic.
We're about to find out what first-year head coach Corey Zortman has up his sleeve for a situation with 29 seconds and having to march 84 yards.
Not too many plays in the playbook for that one. Well, Brian Schermeyer will work from the shotgun now. Takes the snap. Schermeyer looking down the near sideline, fires it out actually across the middle. It's picked off by Dan Yokemic. Yokemic with his second INT of the game at the 48-yard line. And that will seal it for the Irish. With 22 seconds left, they just need to kneel down once, and they will get their first win of the year and be undefeated in the division with a hard-fought, exciting last-minute win over their rival, the Delone Catholic Squires.
Boy, what a fun game to watch. Came down to the wire tonight.
It did.
You really, hats off to both teams with incredible fight. Delone to come out down 17 after the half, fight back, take a 1-point lead. And the Irish, no let up.
And Yokemic takes the knee, and that'll do it. Your final score, York Catholic 29, Delone Catholic 24. The Stony Brook Family Restaurant post-game show comes your way next. Glad you were with us for this one on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. insurance, plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman and Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports.
We have the tasty 58 variety. Maple Donuts presents Real Fantasy Football, a game where every run is a first down, no pass is ever intercepted, and your team always wins. Maple Donuts knows a thing or two about putting together a great roster. Every day, Charlie Donut's 58 varieties get drafted by dozens upon dozens of eager Maple Donut fans. Best of all, in this league, you don't have to stick with today's Baker's Dozen. Next time out, make a trade. Jelly-filled for peanut butter icing, Lay's for cream-filled, vanilla sprinkles for chocolate Long John. You're the owner of this fantasy team. If you want to declare chocolate peanut covered as an all-time auto draft pick, then go right ahead. And don't forget to work a cup of Maple Donuts' famous coffee into the game plan. At Maple Donuts, every day is game day.
Maple Donuts tastes right. 58 tasty great. Anytime, day or night. For appetite delight. Maple Donuts taste right.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
All right, we are back at York Catholic, and the homecoming crowd is going home happy. Well, most of them are still here, for that matter, and the team celebrating in the end zone in an exciting, a thrilling 29-24 Irish win. Delone down 23-6 at half, came back to take the lead with just about a minute left, 24-23, and then the Irish pulling it out in the last minute to get their first win of the season and go 1-0 in the division, and the Squires fall to 1-3. So let's get our Yorktown roofing and scoring recap. Mr. Hissong, you've got a lot to talk about here tonight.
Deep breath for this one.
Yeah, I know.
The Irish struck first early and often in the first half. Their first possession took only 2 plays, 46 seconds, a 78-yard touchdown run. Jakar Kennard, and with 11 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first quarter, York Catholic took the lead early, 7, Delone Catholic 0. On the ensuing possession for the Irish, they took 7 plays, traveled 60 yards, finished that drive on a 4th down. An impressive pass from Daniel Kemick connects with wide receiver Joe Bohoff. A 26-yard touchdown pass with 6 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter gave the lead York Catholic 14, Delone 0. Delone struck next after a great punt return from their playmaker Dorsey. Set them up at the 7-yard line for a 1st and goal, able to punch it in, a 3-yard touchdown run. Zach Hart, his 2nd touchdown of the year. On the ground, York Catholic 14 after a blocked extra point, Delone Catholic 6. York Catholic strikes 2 more times in the first half, and with 11 minutes and 53 seconds left in the second quarter, they went 6 plays, 62 yards, and finished with a 21-yard exciting touchdown run up the gut from Jakar Kennard. York Catholic took the lead 21, Delone Catholic 6, and before the Squires could make something happen on offense to get the ball in the shadow of their own field goal post, Irish defense shows up and gets a safety with 10 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half. Took us to our halftime score, York Catholic 23, Delone Catholic 6. And came out in the second half, and it was a tale of 2 halves. It was all Delone Catholic this second half. Delone came out in their first possession, 1 play, 71-yard touchdown run from Sean Sneeringer, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. 11 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. York Catholic 23, Delone Catholic 12. The next possession for the Squires, a methodical 11-play, 6-minute, 23-second drive, finished with a 2-yard touchdown run by exciting running back Tavion Dorsey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And with 3 minutes, 39 seconds left in the third quarter, York Catholic 23, Delone Catholic 18. The Squires weren't done yet. On their last possession, they get the ball with 2 minutes, 36 seconds left, down 5. from the 43-yard line. They go 57 yards in 7 plays, a minute 30 seconds, and finish with a 25-yard touchdown scamper. Sean Sneeringer gets his second rushing touchdown of the night, 4th of the season, with a minute 6 left on the clock in the game. Delone Catholic took the first lead of the night, 24, York Catholic 23. But don't tune us out at that point.
Really?
York Catholic responds. Get the ball at the 48-yard line after the Squires try to surprise them with an onside kick and travel 52 yards with an incredible pass from Daniel Kemick. Dumps it in the basket of his tight end, Luke Brennan. And with 38 seconds left in the game, York Catholic took the final lead and gave us our final in this game. York Catholic 29, Delone Catholic 24.
All right, great job on that Yorktown roofing and scoring recap here by Gareth tonight. An exciting game. Glad you were with us for this one, folks. We've had some dandies. This was the best yet. The Irish win it 29-24. Here on the Stony Brook Family Restaurant postgame show, take a break and back with the Shipley Energy postgame stats after this. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4-SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's Fall Sales Event, featuring 0% financing for 72 months and a $500 rebate on all 2015 Outlander Sports and Lancers. Or try the 2015 Mirage DE, the best priced car in America today that gets up to 44 miles per gallon for only $11,995. And finally, the all-new 2016 Outlander 4-wheel drive with standard 7-passenger seating. All Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages get our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Stop by York Mitsubishi and see what we can do for you. Excludes Evo, Rallyguard, and Ivy.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
So you're dialing an 800 number to see if you can save money on car insurance. That's fine, but try asking where you're calling.
So anyway, where am I calling?
San Antonio, Texas. Bahama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Why not call your local neighborhood Donegal agent instead? Donegal's auto insurance rates are routinely among the lowest in the state. And with Donegal, safe drivers save even more. Plus, by working with a local independent insurance agent, you get professional advice from someone you may already know. Save money on your auto insurance through your local Donegal agent. Donegal Mutual Insurance, there when it matters most. As an independent agent, Harry L. Bubb Associates is dedicated to helping you through every step of the insurance process. Bubb Insurance is conveniently located in Hanover, Shrewsbury, and Red Lion. Call or visit Harry L. Bubb Associates today.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
And back at York Catholic, Ron Ruben, Gareth Hissong with you. Also want to mention Jim Harden is always producing for us back at the station now that we're back on the radio. And time now for our post-game stats, courtesy of Shipley Energy for the Delone Catholic Squires. Their first half offense was anemic, but they made up for it in the second half. Tavian Dorsey finished with 14 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown. Zachary Hart had 6 carries, 17 yards, and 1 touchdown. Dorsey's was a 2-yard run and Hart's a 3-yard run. Sean Sneeringer, 17 carries, 143 yards tonight for the Squires. He had 2 touchdowns, a big one a 71-yard run, and the second one a 25-yard run, which gave Delone its only lead of the night late in the game. Ryan Hart, 1 carry for 8 yards. And the Squires overall, 38 carries, 236 yards on the ground tonight. Brian Schermeyer through the air was 4 of 15 tonight for the Squires for 39 yards, was picked off twice. Brandon Zumbrum had 1 catch for 12 yards, and Sean Sneeringer 3 catches for 27 yards for the Squires, 275 yards of total offense for Delone Catholic tonight. For the Fighting Irish of York Catholic, Jakar Kennard had a big night on the ground, 24 carries, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The runs of 78 and 21 yards. Sean Lamont, 2 carries, net of 0. Dan Yokemic had 10 carries for the Irish and ended up with 38 yards on the ground. So the Irish running it 36 times, 195 yards. Through the air, Yokemic 9 of 14, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but the big touchdown at the end that won it to Luke Brennan, his tight end. The senior tight end, 4 catches, 106 yards tonight for the Irish, and that 56-yard touchdown reception in the final minute of the game. Joe Bahoff, 3 catches for 61 yards, including a 26-yard touchdown. Brandon Kreischer, 1 catch for 5 yards, and Jakar Kennard, 1 catch for -1 yards. The Irish, 362 yards of total offense tonight. And those are your Shipley Energy post-game stats here on the Stony Brook Family Restaurant post-game show. An exciting one tonight as the Irish win it on homecoming 29-24 over the Delone Catholic Squires. Take a break, come back with our GSLSC Player of the Game and York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard after this. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Game Time PA and Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Providing quality services efficiently and in a timely manner to its clients is the mission of the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins. GSLSC is equipped to handle any real estate transactions, leases, residential and commercial real estate settlements, zoning issues, and all matters involving municipalities. They are also experienced in the formation and operation of family real estate ventures that are tax sensitive to the needs of the investors. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins is an approved title insurance agency and can provide you with title insurance and legal representation at one low cost when buying a home or investment property. Don't risk any real estate settlement without an experienced real estate attorney from the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins at your side. Phone 717-757-7602. They've been handling residential and commercial real estate matters in South Central Pennsylvania for more than 50 years. With mortgage interest rates at an all-time low, now is the time to buy or refinance. Phone 717-757-7602 today or visit their website, gslsc.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community, and it really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And back at York Catholic one final time tonight as the fans and players file out. A happy homecoming crowd here for the Irish as they record their first W of the year, and they're 1-0 in the division, and it was a great game against the Delone Catholic Squires. Kudos to both these teams. They fought hard and played right to the end as the Irish win at 29-24. Time now for our GSLSC Player of the Game.
Now, he won't be homecoming king because he can't qualify as a junior. But the leader, quarterback, number 11, Dan Yokemic, such a fun player to watch on both sides of the ball.
Well, he was your guy the last 2 years. He started as a freshman for this team,
He's just an all-around football player. Tonight, 9 for 14 passing, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He made up for those 2 interceptions he threw by getting 2 interceptions himself on defense. Great game for the young Dan Yokemic.
He is our GSLSC Player of the Game tonight for the Fighting Irish. And now our Your Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard show. Rundown of the scores from around the league. The Southwestern Mustangs go to 3-1. They defeat New Oxford 21-6. Susquehannock losing to Exeter Township 35-0. The Dover Eagles get back to 500 as they defeat Gettysburg 25-14. Northeastern, the Bobcats 4-0, put a pasting on the Central York Panthers 42-0. Panthers fall to 1-3. The Hanover Nighthawks are 4-0. They defeat Bermudian 22-14. The Fighting Irish will pay a visit to Hanover, Snacktown next weekend. That should be a good one if the Irish play the way they did tonight. York Suburban gets back to 500. They defeat Kennerdale 34-12, 2 in a row for the Trojans. Littlestown over York Tech 23-6. Biglerville big over Fairfield 47-0. Jesse Shea's Red Lion Lions, they put up, I think, 49 on West York last week. Tonight they defeat William Penn 70-6. The Lions are 3-1. West York gets off the schneid with a 42-21 win out in Wrightsville as they defeat Eastern. The Golden Knights now fall to 2-2. Next week we will have Eastern at Dover, both those squads at 2-2. And Dallastown remains unbeaten. The Wildcats 4-0 with a 20-10 win over Spring Grove as the Rockets fall to 1-3. And that is your York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard show, as we had a great one for you here tonight, folks. Glad you were with us as the final score tonight, York Catholic 29 and Delone Catholic 24. For Jim Harden, as always, pushing all the right buttons back at the station, and Jamie Evans on the video for Game Time PA, my partner Gareth Hissong, I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOIK's High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution, bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night. High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Listen on the go with the WOIK mobile apps and online at WOIK1350.com. And make sure to tune in every Saturday morning at 9 for Central PA Game Day with the coach Wayne McCullough, featuring the High School Football Scoreboard Show and live interviews with the players and coaches. And get your football weekend started early. Every Thursday at 4 p.m., it's Game Day with Game Time PA, previewing the weekend's biggest games. Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports. Now, back to NBC Sports Radio on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.